5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Hello and welcome to the Weary Travelers. Go ahead, take a seat, kick off your boots, and get ready for this adventure. Let's starting off with a bang. All right, so we're gonna do our last time on the Weary Travelers. I'm gonna hand it on over to Cody, aka Aberdeen.
Hey man, my name's Aberdeen, and last week was a doozy. Started off a little straightforward, just hopped into a portal, dropped us off into District 5. It's a little bit of a slummy place, but broke into Hobgoblin Bugbear warehouse, where I was able to convince them of my very real mission to get like a shipping manifest from the kobolds. Was quite lucky in convincing them of this. Wound up meeting the bugbear chief. Basically barely alive the whole time. Eventually we were able to take off and went to the kobold area to try to find this very real manifest. Very unfortunate accident happened, and they were alerted to our presence, and well, I killed one. Here we are.
All right. So just like Aberdeen said, you guys are currently on 3rd Street watching as kobolds begin to pour out of the warehouse that our good friend 𝕚𝓍𝓐𝓐 decided to go knock on the door of.
Unfortunate accident.
In my defense, they're just assholes, you know? Like,
I mean, I can't argue with that,
I was just asking questions.
And
Grimsby's vomiting.
while this is happening, our good friend is back from the shop. He's finally decided to walk through the portal, and
Look whose it is.
Where have you been?
he is right behind you guys as this happens. Now, I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
All right.
Oh,
How
man.
to get past the bugbears?
Don't. Who do you think you are? Huh?
9.
I rolled a 10.
13.
20.
Perfect. Give me 1
14?
second while I prepare.
Dexterity.
We're gonna have to all repeat ourselves.
Yeah, give me a second, guys.
It's. I got my notes.
Yeah, way to jump the gun.
Yeah.
There's Seggy.
Yeah. All yelling numbers.
What's
at
a
him.
gun?
Just give it a second, man.
Gosh.
All right, he's working on his notes, man.
I don't know what a gun is. Is that the new flavor of like gum? Does he change the N to an N? What's that? What is that?
It's an ingredient in ramen.
All right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Grim, I need your initiative.
10.
10. Aberdeen.
13.
Fee.
20.
Bouse.
Seg.
9.
Mikis.
7.
We're dead.
And Tiana.
14.
All right. So let's begin. I'm going to give you guys the visual of what's happening. All right. So there's a extreme amount of kobolds that have poured through this door. They are creating a lot of noise and a lot of racket. A lot of them don't even know what's happening. Some of them are going to the next warehouse and basically trying to break themselves into the warehouse. And you begin to hear behind you guys the awakening of several warehouses down the roads.
Ah, crap.
Yeah, hey, it's a street party.
While everyone is beginning to set, there's a certain amount of them that are surrounding 𝕚𝓍𝓐𝓐. And yeah, so there's a lot of kobolds out here.
Well, right off the bat, I mean, if we're surrounded.
No, only
We're not
Seg.
surrounded, only he's surrounded.
We're
still in the corner.
We can.
Like how many?
Yeah.
Roughly. Like 50, like 20, like 8.
There's a good 30 kobolds that have come out of this building. They're still kind of spilling out.
They all seem aware of us?
No, they don't seem aware of you. They only seem aware of him. And they think that he's been sent by someone else around to try to take whatever he's looking for. So at the moment, they are currently calling for war on the streets. Banging on their shields, which have their insignia, which is a devil's face with flames behind it. Very bright red. And yeah, as of right now, it looks like this is a very big ruckus at 2 a.m. And you guys don't know what is going to come out of the warehouse that's across the street from them.
Grim
alright.
would like to use thaumaturgy to amplify his voice.
All right.
And as best as he can remember with his mimicry ability, he's going to, as closely as he can, reenact the voice of the, what was the gang that we were just talking to?
The Hobgoblin?
The Hobgoblin.
You would know them as the Golden Needle.
Yeah, the Golden Needle. There's
Agathar.
the Bugbear.
He's going to, as closely as he can, resemble Agathar's voice. Say, "Let's get 'em, boys!"
All right. And now, Fee, you are up. As
We're
of right
dead.
now, there is a metric fuck ton of kobolds, and they're still coming out of the building.
Who's closest
But yeah,
to me?
I threw my voice like at a different area, so.
Is he on the other side of the street, or?
He is right behind you guys.
Oh, okay, all right.
How far? Okay, distance between me and the kobolds. About how far?
There's probably about 35, 40 feet between you. This guy decided to go across the street.
Okay.
40 feet is a highway.
I'm gonna walk up. Slowly. My shield out in front. 20 feet. And I'm just gonna stop there.
Okay. Next up is Tiana.
I'm gonna throw a grease ball right at the door.
All right.
Oh, how far away am I from the door?
You were probably like 10. So he shot, you backed up about 10 feet, and then everyone started pouring out.
Okay.
So I'm going straight for that entrance door.
All right.
Yeah. So everybody that's spilling out.
What's the radius?
Oh, that's a good question.
I just want to make sure I don't get hit.
Oh no, you'll get hit if he throws that.
And what's the range
Well,
of it
from
as
10
well?
feet.
This is based off level, right? So it's here.
Spell levels.
Oh, okay.
So your spell slot levels. Like
I did not write down the radius.
Working on it.
No, like you go.
Range 60 feet. It's a 10 foot. 10 foot square.
Okay.
So it wouldn't necessarily hit him, or would?
It wouldn't hit him because he's 10 feet away from the door. So if
Right.
you're throwing it directly at the door, 5 feet of it would be kind of just
Inside
out.
and then outside.
Yeah.
Okay,
Kind
cool.
of.
All right, that's what I'm going for.
All right.
So I go, whoosh,
All right. And
and then I take the extra bonus action to load my crossbow.
all right.
Yeah.
Aberdeen, you are up.
All right. So I'm about 40 feet away from the door. Pour it out. How tall is the building?
It looks like it's about 3 stories high.
At a glance, does it look reasonable that I might be able to climb it, or is that a pipe dream?
It's a pipe dream. Like it would take you a while.
Okay, between me and the front door, how many kobolds are there?
So there's in between you and the front door. You have visual sight of the front door. They're not standing in front of it. They're just pouring out and looking and like kind of spreading out, trying to look for any kind of commotion. They're basically starting a riot in the streets because they've been attacked. They assume that this is like.
All right. I'm going to. Okay, so I'm across the street between buildings. Is there anywhere that I can throw my bow that I might be able to grab it later?
You could. You'd have to roll a
Dumpster or
strength.
something.
So there's a dumpster behind you. Yes.
Okay. Could I like free action just
Yeah.
throw it in the dumpster? Okay. So throw my bow in the dumpster, take a step forward. Say, you went this way. You went this way. It was a hobgoblin over there with a bow. And
Roll deception.
all right. 17.
You definitely get the notice of several of the kobolds. As a matter of fact, probably like half of them turn and look at you, and then they're like, "Hobgoblin, where?"
And I pull out my sword from my back, point behind me in the opposite direction of where everybody else is, and run around the building. And if there's anywhere I can go, I'd like to dart off to the side and hide.
All right.
After I break line of sight.
That's fine. At this point, they think that you're telling the truth, and half of them are running down there to exactly where you guys came from to basically try to get them to come out.
Okay. So yeah, I'd like to can I run to like the back of the building and like hide around the corner maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll do that. And then stealth check or just
roll stealth once you get around the building, you'll have to stealth.
17.
Perfect.
Nice.
And that's it.
All right, Grim, you're up.
All right. I'm going to be following pretty much exactly behind Abby, and still using my thaumaturgy. Going to be blasting and throwing my voice in. I forgot this motherfucker's name again. In Agathar's voice, getting farther and farther away. He's like, "They're after us, boys! Retreat! Retreat! Back to the base!"
Can I have you roll a percentile?
Roll high.
Oh,
86.
86.
Okay.
Damn.
And then I'm going to follow behind Abby, and I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder. And can I use guidance since it's still thaumaturgy is a cantrip and guidance? I would like, all right. I'm not sure what we're doing, Abby, but I believe in you, and I cast guidance on him.
Not sure I do, but let's see.
All right, Seg, you're up.
Where did my
So, it's a lot going on. So just to be clear, did I get hit with the grease?
No, you didn't get hit with the grease,
so,
but you are surrounded by
I'm assuming since half of the kobolds left, that means there aren't as much behind me.
15.
There's about 15 behind. Well, they're all getting ready to move behind you as of right now. This
So
is still
no
within the
one's
same 6
behind me
seconds. There are people behind you, yes. They poured out and the initiative started. You are surrounded. There are kobolds behind you.
Okay. And so I'm just trying to get the layout of the situation. So the grease is in front of the door.
In front of the door.
And how many kobolds would you say are in front of the door, right? And the door's like, what, 3 feet wide?
Yeah, it's about 3 feet wide. About 2 kobolds are coming through each time, and they're kind of splitting and going around you. You have about 4 kobolds in front of you, and from what you can see, it looks like maybe about 5 or 6 more kobolds are going to come out, but a majority of them have already poured out.
How far away do you think they are from the door as of right now? How many feet away from the door?
Who?
The
Which
kobolds
ones?
that are, the other kobolds that are
They're
going off
probably
to the
about
sides.
15 feet away from the...
Oh,
15 feet?
perfect. Burning hands. Right on the door.
Oh.
So, I'm like, oh, shit. Burning hands! And so what that does is each
didn't
creature
plan
in a
that.
15, thank you, Albert, foot cone makes a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 3d6 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. So, however many kobolds you say are in that 15-yard range, light them up.
And grease ball. They can't offend. They can burn.
So the one you're aiming it at the door or behind you?
I'm aiming it at the door. So the ones you mentioned in front of me, and then the ones that are on the side running out in the 15-foot radius that you said.
Okay. So
That thing's catching on fire, bro.
all right.
And
So
the grease.
go ahead and roll your damage.
D8. Ones, baby.
7. Damn.
Six.
6. Okay.
1. So 14.
So you cook 90% of the kobolds that come through the door.
Hey, baby.
The grease that is on the ground catches fire, searing the last 10% that are there. and now you have 15 other kobolds that are behind you, ready to.
With that,
So, I'm impressed with that just happened. So I'm gonna shoot.
Wait a second.
But still,
Yeah.
I was trying to help.
I still get my my movement. So now describe to me the layout of the land in front of me, not
There's-
behind me, but
So the layout of the land in front of you is scorched.
okay. Okay.
There is a burning grease pool in front of you.
Okay.
About literally 5 feet in front of you.
Okay.
There's a bunch of scorched kobolds
Okay.
that are laying on the ground, including the ones in the door, who are
Okay.
also laying in the grease pool.
Okay.
And you have 2 bigger kobolds standing beside you.
Are they within 5 feet of me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so fuck. So yeah, I take the the defensive stance as my movement action. So
What movement action?
oh wait, no, it's not movement. Crap.
It's a
So
full,
in
it's
that
a full
case-
action.
Can I
You have movement and a bonus action.
movement and a bonus action? So I can do a defensive stance with a bonus action?
No.
Okay.
Only monks.
Got it.
May we all pray for 𝐵𝚔𝚘.
That was still a pretty good plot, though. I did not know that was going to happen.
So
Slowly learning that wizards don't have bonus actions.
yeah, I take the
You take the end turn action.
no. So I can I try to go on a whim and play hopscotch on some kobolds to try to get out of the
You will take attacks of opportunity if you try to
How
leave.
many?
Yes. About 3.
3?
Yes.
And is that
And
at
these aren't
advantage?
small kobolds either. I mean, you can try though. I'm not telling you not to.
You could try.
I feel like that is your
Are
better,
they
the
at-
better
are they
option
at-
than just standing
Are
there.
they at advantage?
No,
or
they would
it's
just get an
just-
attack of
Okay.
opportunity.
Yeah. So yeah, I try to not I don't touch the grease, but because the kobolds they're
Behind you.
not incinerated yet. You know.
Oh,
they're
so
just-
you're running into the...
No, not into the fire, but the cone,
Mm-hmm.
right? The cone, and I assume that I could get a little out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Your best bet would be to try to run back to the group.
Well, you said they were all behind me.
So,
When you say surrounded, I think like there's a wall of kobolds.
No helping him. No helping him.
okay.
Well, I asked him how the layout was.
Yeah, you got people
So-
in front of you.
So here's a
you
door.
got it.
Here you are. You are surrounded. There's kobolds here, and the group is over here.
Oh, so there is an opening.
There is no opening.
You are surrounded.
There is no opening.
Okay.
You like push through, but they can attack you.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I try to. I look at the smallest kobold, and I try to vault over him to a.
Roll athletics.
Oh crap!
With disadvantage because you are drunk.
What?
Oh,
What
that's
a muck.
right.
Oh.
Or does that make me more flexible? No, yeah.
All right, guys, are you ready for our first player death of the game?
So it's gonna be 11.
So you're able to get over it.
Yeah.
It still gets its attack, but you kind of like vault over it by shoving it onto the ground.
Hey man, that works.
But in that process, it does in fact hit you.
That's one's better than 3, right? Which is better than 7. So
Well, I mean,
if he doesn't crit, I should live.
for a wizard, he's not very bright.
It's probably actually a
Excuse
warlock.
me, what would you have done?
Yeah. You're not
Stay
far.
there.
take
and wait
4
for my
damage.
turn.
Sort of Brightheart armor.
Oh, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
That one misses.
Oh.
And by some stroke of luck, he gets out.
Ooh, ha! Bird brain. And I use the rest of my movement to
Yep.
get to the group. And while I'm like,
You got stabbed, but you got out. All right.
all you blue dude. But I look and I don't see you.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, you
All right,
wanna-
Mickey,
you wanna-
you're up.
these guys?
So, first off, good job, but don't bleed on me. Okay.
Hey,
All right. Well, hold on, let's just clean up your mess. Because now, my Eldritch Blast has now been upgraded to an Agonizing Blast. Yeah, so I'm going to shoot at these motherfuckers, and we'll see what we got. That is a 20? 2. It was not very agonizing.
It hit the wall. It definitely hit the wall. You kind of hear moaning from the wall.
the
wall's like, ow!
My amazing play.
Still, I blasted through the wall at the last place, so, you know.
White boner.
All right.
Nickus Wallsbane.
Whiffing all these shots.
All right. Kobolds shoot at you. That one hits. I rolled 19.
Wait, shoot at him?
Shoot at him.
Yeah.
You take 4 damage. And then, let's see, one more. Plus 4. So does a 15 hit you?
Yes.
You take 3 damage.
I'm fine.
And then the door opens up of the warehouse across the street from them.
Oh no.
And then something casts darkness into the area in front of it. Through this magical darkness, you can still see the eyes coming through the door. One's red. There's 2 white ones. You hear crashing from the top, and you guys see a guy flying down with wings. Superman. He goes through the window of the kobold area, and then from behind you, you guys hear your good friend Ogthar bursting through his own door with Gerald. This is war! And all of them are coming out of the place behind you.
So wait, we got goblins coming from behind us.
Mm-hmm.
We have
They were 3 blocks away.
yeah. Well,
They're
you know
not
what? They
aggressive
came
towards us.
through, and then there are demons coming from the darkness. One just flew into the kobold's thing. That's entrance is charred. We know that some went. Okay, cool, awesome.
Yeah, just
All right.
another Tuesday.
Sounds good.
We're going to Buffalo.
All right.
Shouts out. This
This
is
is
war.
not normal.
I'm gonna.
It's not normal.
You guys see 2 kobolds fly through the windows of the 3rd floor. And now we're gonna go back up to the top. Fee, it is your turn.
Heal me.
So I'm gonna. I see my buddy here. He's a little worse for wear. I'm gonna shuffle on over. Gonna touch him on the thigh.
Hey, whoa, hey.
It's how it works.
Hey, why the,
You never seen a
why
doctor before?
Hey, why the thigh though? Like I got
smack him
shoulders
across
up
the
here.
face, lay on hands. Give him 8 points health back. Feel better now?
I feel.
We'll get some
Oh,
ZD.
I don't know what I feel right now. You just. You
Don't say it. Don't. I'm done with you.
you that kind of guy?
No, I'm done. Don't say it.
Okay. Well, duly appreciated.
The beginning is of a bromance.
It's coming. It's coming.
That was
All right.
That's it.
That's
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, and Tiana, you're up.
Just gonna say that.
All right. Well, got people coming from behind, kobolds in the front,
8.
demons coming through.
How do you know they're demons?
I just see eyes. I just think
You
they're-
don't know they're demons?
Right?
Well, no, we don't know that. They're neutral at this point. What was I gonna say?
The only person who knows what's going on is currently Aberdeen.
He has an inkling.
There's
No,
a bit of an inkling of what's going on.
Aberdeen definitely knows what's going on.
So for an action, I'm going to grab my crossbow, and I am going to aim at one of the kobolds that's in front of me. At some point, one of the big ones, and I'm gonna say,
The tall ones always fall the hardest, and
and see what happens.
All right, roll a hit.
So that's 7.
You rolled a 7 hit.
Yep,
You miss.
didn't work.
Bounces off of his shield.
Go, and then I kind of retreat behind the big bird.
All right. Next up, we have Aberdeen.
So I can't see the front of the building at all?
You can't see the front of the building across the street, but you still saw their eyes when it happened, and you kind of got a good glimpse of the guy who flew across. He had horns and wings.
How far am I from the dumpster that I stupidly threw my bow into?
About 25 feet away.
25 feet. I'm going to go grab my bow. Say, let's booger off. And I'm going to... Can I hold a dash action? Just to see if anyone wants to
I think
also fuck
'cause
off
you
with us.
Used your movement.
Okay.
can't hold the
Then
action.
I'm going to... Just hold my bow, and I'm going to hold an attack
use
action,
an action,
if
yeah.
anyone...
Well, he moved. Yeah, and so he used the movement part of his action.
No. So you still have your movement. You could just use an action as a dash action.
No, it's
Now
like,
you should do
I'll just
double
use
movement.
my last 5 feet to go farther towards the back, so I'm like halfway down the alley,
Right.
roughly. And then they're still at the front, basically. But we gotta go. And then I'll hold my action to attack if anyone tries to follow us.
All right. Next up is Grim.
Grim is going to look around very confused. Is there any back doors to this warehouse?
So the warehouse you guys are behind is the kobold one, yes?
Correct.
Yes, there is a back door.
Wait,
You guys went behind
Whoa,
the kobold or the other one?
because we were standing across the street.
Yeah. So you guys went behind.
I thought we went back and away. Was that us going forward? Because then
Yeah,
my
I-
turn would be different.
Yeah, I thought you guys went forward.
Oh, okay. We'll go with... Can I change what I
Yeah,
did on
go
my turn
ahead.
then? Can I try to pick the lock?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Sorry for jumping ahead of you, but I did not realize that was where we were. Okay.
That's why I was confused.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
was-
I thought we went in the other direction. I didn't realize we cut past it. That's way better. Cool. Yeah, try to pick the lock. Not good. Really bad. 9.
So you're going at it. You're going at it to no avail for right now.
Okay. That's an action. That's fine. Yeah, now I'll go get my bow.
All right.
If I can. Cool.
So back to my turn. Would it be an action to kind of listen to see if there's a lot of ruckus going on inside of
No.
the? So can I like put my
Yeah,
my ear to the door? And being a kenku, I have very very good hearing.
Yeah.
Would I be able to hear anything coming from the inside?
You definitely hear some of the screaming of the kobolds. You definitely hear a couple shuffling up of the stairs to go see what's going on. But other than that, it doesn't seem like there's very much movement in the room that is on the first floor.
I would like to take my mace and just slam through it.
All right, roll the hit.
Natural 18 plus 4. That's going to be 22.
All right, roll damage.
I'm like trying to fuck with it and cursing. I'm like,
It's going to be a 2 plus 2 is 4.
All right, you kind of hit your mace on the lock, and the lock shatters.
can I push it open and then just kind of not obviously not hide myself, but just move myself like 5 or so feet away and kind of like look over at Abby and kind of you know.
Yeah.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
All right, Seg, you're up.
Whew. I use a free action to praise the skies. No, I'm kidding. So there's no kobolds around me anymore. I escaped.
Right now, the kobolds, half of the kobolds are just coated in darkness.
Okay, so I turn around. Am I in the darkness?
No.
Okay, then I go to the darkness, or no, I don't go to it. I turn around, and I cast my fairy fire on it to illuminate those within.
Okay. So
even if they don't get seen still because of darkness, just if any of these guys hit them, they get advantage.
all right, so you can kind of see some like silhouettes. You can't really tell what silhouettes are what. But what you can tell from what you see in there, the kobolds aren't faring very well.
Oh,
There's a lot more bodies than what you guys saw initially, and they're a lot bigger than a lot of the kobolds that were in there.
and then I turn around and I look real quick. Anything behind me, like the way we came.
So as far as you can see, there's now goblins and kobolds fighting in the other side as well. Because
Like
they ran
blocking the way back to the warehouse we came from.
Because the goblins came out of their warehouse to fight the kobolds that were going over there because they had basically made it seem like they were fighting or that they were calling.
Oh, so that's happening like blocks away.
They're running down. The goblins came out. They're running down. It's about to be like a line that is across.
It's like a little bit away. Okay, I thought it was right in front.
So
I then move to take cover
All right.
anywhere, like behind a trash can, behind some boxes, the corner, a post.
Mikis, you're up.
All right. Well, goddamn it! Once again, I got my dark vision, so I'm looking in there and I can see.
Oh, you can see everything.
Yeah. I shit myself a little bit.
All right, so because you can see, I can kind of give you the short and skinny of it. The darkness was cast, and then something walked out and bursted with necrotic energy, with skeletal wings that came out, and all of the little kobolds that were there began to try to run out, but it was too late because then this weird skinny human comes out moving very quickly and begins to kind of just like skirt around a couple of them and cut them. As they're skirting around, the kobolds kind of just start falling. And it seems like there's like maybe 3 of these people in there. But then they're taking on like 25 kobolds, and it's just not the business for the kobolds right now.
All right, guys. So at this point, I think we should regroup. They're a little fucking distracted.
well, they're already behind the door, right? Okay, so
So, shit. I'm running over to them.
Yep. Also, the last one you saw was a relatively buff dwarf with a red eye, like the person who was running around, and he's kind of he picked up one kobold and kind of just ripped them in half and tossed them to the side.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. So oh crap. At this point, I think I'm gonna do another agonizing blast towards the ceiling and try to block that door.
All right, roll to hit the door.
I'm outside still.
14.
You hit the door. Roll your damage.
Don't forget to add your modifier.
4 and wait, the damage is
intelligence, right?
Charisma
So
plus
8.
proficiency.
All right, so you hit it and rubble kind of falls, but the area above the door does not actually fall.
All right, so we got a little barricade.
All right. And right now, the kobolds are not paying attention to you guys. They don't quite understand why they can't see in the area, other than the fact that they can hear the screams of everyone that's in there. They're taking out alchemist flasks and throwing it in there, and it's not lighting anything. They've all begun to stop caring about you guys and be more worried about the situation in front of them. Behind you, you begin to hear the clashing of the goblins and the kobolds. And let's see if anyone else came up to play today. Down the way, down the way, some of you guys can see another. What is it? Warehouse door opens, and the humans begin to pour out alongside, on the other side, the dwarves. And at this point, everyone is outside, and it's about to go down.
Okay, so humans are coming out of the warehouse, or dwarves coming out of the warehouse.
Other warehouse. There's right now. Everyone's coming out, and this is about to be a bloodbath.
Got it. Whose turn is it now?
It is, in fact, Fee's turn, who is currently just standing there in the middle. Like, what is happening? Keep in mind, your character does not understand anything that's happening right now.
What do you want to do?
I want to say no, SstreaM. Well, I don't want to be part of this, and I'm going to just bolt. Try to regroup with them inside that building.
All right.
Well, don't leave me here.
Tania, it's your turn.
I swing around the door frame, and I just stand behind the shield and, like, motion him.
I'm behind the door frame still. I'm kind of tucked into a. Well, I'm at a corner, kind of just. Like,
I come crashing in. Your booty bounced out, and I'm motioning everyone in to get in. Come on.
All right.
All right. Tania, it's your turn.
All right. I wanted to. Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do is I'm officially behind him. So if he darted, I'm right behind him.
Right.
I take my bonus action to reload my crossbow, and the moment that we get that door open, I'm scanning. I didn't realize that dark vision would allow me to see through magical darkness.
No, he has a special kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't know. I didn't see anything. So I walked in. I'm walking in, and I'm peering over like to the side of the bird. If the bird flaps his wing open, I'm kind of like right there with my thing. I'm ready to go.
The first floor is empty.
First floor is empty.
Yeah,
and we're scanning it, and
there's nothing in there other than the burning grease that is in front of the door. You guys can see like bodies flying out of the darkness now, but other than that, there's not much other than that there.
Okay, would I be able to like send a message to him via message? Can I do that?
If you have the spell, yeah.
Yeah, I have the message spell, so I can send him a message. So telepathically, I send a message to him telling him to
Come through the back door. We're all here, and I can heal you. Yeah. Oh man.
That's it.
All right, Aberdeen, you're up.
Looks around. Regroups everybody. Hey, Lufus, we need to get the fuck out of here, man. Please help us. Yeah, is that action to call?
Yeah. So
okay, then I will just post up with the boys.
You're there, and Lufus responds, "Do you have the stuff?"
In a manner of speaking, yes.
Good, because I really need this. If you don't have it, not open the portal.
Yeah, no, we got it.
All right. Give me a moment. And the sending ends, and you're kind of just standing there.
We're super fucked. And it's my turn.
All right, Grim, you're up.
Well, Abby, why would you call him if we don't have the relic yet?
Man, look around you. We got to get out of here, then come back.
Well, I mean, the way that I see it, we can get right into this warehouse. Grimsby looks inside. It looks pretty empty to me.
Do you not see the kobold get thrown out of the third floor?
I don't think kobolds can fly.
Exactly. Also, some of them can. Man, we gotta get out of here.
Well, let's go inside and get the thing that we came for. And Grimsby walks inside and like he's in the middle of this warehouse and he's looking around and he's seeing to see if there's any stairs or any like any rooms that look relatively important.
So there's a set of stairs.
Okay.
And the rooms in there don't seem like they're super important. It seems like there's a lot of like sleeping quarters.
Okay. So then I assume it took me like 5-10 feet to head inside to go into the middle.
Yeah.
So with the rest of my movement, I'm gonna climb upstairs and I guess just scan around and see if there's anything that I can find upstairs.
All right. So in the second floor, you hear footsteps. So there is some form of life in there, but you can't really discern what kind of footsteps are.
Right, and I would assumedly hear it as I was coming up, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So as I'm coming up, I'm bringing myself to a slower pace and kind of trying to sneak myself away as deeply as I can, and whispering over to everybody else. Guys, it seems like there's somebody up here. Come join me, and maybe we can gang up on them and get these documents that we need.
Aberdeen sighs and puts the sending stone back away.
I got an 11 for my stealth check.
All right. And next up is 𝐷𝚔𝚘, who is currently sleeping.
So like
Middle of a gang war.
after heroically taking out almost all the kobolds, and then getting away really, stylish. I took strategic cover and but my head started hurting and my ankles, they just started feeling a bit awkward. So, and I got this buzz going on in my head. So I took a slight little snooze, and then I'm fading. And then I hear that tiny demon. And it wakes me up. I'm like, what? And I look around. I don't see anybody. It must have been a dream. So I peer out, try to see if I see any feasible way to get back where we came from.
It is currently cut off by the war that is ensuing on the other side. Right now,
Is there any back alleys? Can I do like a perception check?
I'm going to do a perception check.
20.
So you definitely see other back alleys, but there's none that lead to that specific place.
Yeah. And you mentioned that everyone's gone out of the warehouses.
Right now, the streets are full.
All right. So yeah. I use message on a blue guy. Tap tap tap. Hey. Check one. Hey, hello. Anyone? Yo, blue guy. Where'd everyone go?
Back at the Kobold building, the fucking kids went inside. I guess we gotta go save them.
Well, all right. It's I'm just gonna take a little rest and then I'll be right over there. Okay. I gotta recuperate. All that power that I just expended. It's just sometimes it takes a lot out of you. But yeah, give me like 12 seconds tops. So yeah, I'll be over there in a second. And with that, I sit back down, I stretch, and I just kind of take a deep breath, and I start counting to 12.
All right. Mikis, you're up.
Once again, disgusted by 𝐷𝚔𝚘.
You ain't even there.
Yeah, take your nap. We'll do all the heavy lifting.
Heavy lifting.
Yeah, or knocking, whatever. So first off, we're gonna get into more trouble. So I cast Armor of Shadows on myself to give myself mage armor, and at that point, all right, let's go get those fucking kids. And Oh. Yeah. Well, stupid bird.
11 and a half.
The muck's older than me. Look at him. Oh, shit. Old man over there.
All right. So, for what's been happening, you guys, at least Seg can hear some more windows breaking, kobolds hitting the floor really hard. You're having a hard time napping because of the amount of noise. But other than that, it doesn't sound pretty outside. You notice that the darkness cloud that's out there is starting to shrink.
Oh, can I still see any, outlines or anything else in the darkness from the fairy fire?
There's less kobolds. Less and less kobolds.
Those other shapes are still there?
There's 4 other shapes in there, but there's less and less kobolds standing up.
Okay. Oh, yikes.
All right. Next up, we're going to keep... right now, there's not really combat happening for you guys. We're going to keep initiative order so that way we can keep track of what's going on outside. All right. And Fee, you're up.
I look around. Is there anything I can barricade the door with? I want to stiffen it.
There's a couple of things. There's chairs. There's a table.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to barricade the door as my action.
All right. So the back door or the front door?
There's no front door.
Yeah, we just came in the one we broke.
Yeah. Okay. So you take a table to the back door and you shove it there, and it seems like it's pretty close. Well.
Then I'm just gonna go meet up with everyone over there. Yo, I'm here now. Yo.
Yeah, we saw.
I got you, and I slapped my armor twice.
All right. Tania?
So I think at this point, catch me up on what's going on the second floor.
We don't know what's going
You
on
don't know
in the
what's going
second
on
floor
the
yet.
second floor.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he
So
just
are we
got
going
there.
up the stairs, or who's up the
He
stairs?
went up the stairs.
He went up the stairs.
I'm like halfway up the stairs, and I heard some walking up, and so I started sneaking up, and whispered to everybody that there was a motion upstairs.
Got it. Okay, so I'm right behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Crossbow to the right of his head, going up, and I want to reserve an action to fire if anything pops up at us.
Okay.
Cool? All right, that's what I want to do.
Right behind
gonna
you.
roll-
Let's go.
To your ear.
Very loud.
Okay. Aberdeen, you're up.
Can I get past them with my movement, or
Yes, you
as
can.
far as them? Okay. Can I get all the way to the second story?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll get up and I'll look at what I see as I first peek my head.
All right. So you
Over the
peek your
floor.
head out and you notice a guy with demon-like wings holding a giant, or a relatively bigger kobold out of the window. And it seems like he's just sitting there with him, as far as you can tell. But it looks like the kobold himself is losing strength out of the grip that he has on him.
Okay, I'm gonna turn around, duck. 16 for stealth, and then I'm just gonna tell them to stop. That's it.
All right. Grimsby, you're up.
All right, boys. What'd you see up there, Abby?
It's bad. It's like a fucking demon guy. He's killing one of the kobold bosses. Just wait out. Maybe he'll leave through the window or something. He's got wings.
Well, how many of them are there?
Just the 2 of them.
I don't like it when birds do bad.
Mate, you don't get yourself fucking killed on my watch. Just stay here. Wait
Listen to
out.
him. He's the leader.
See what he
right now.
does.
You gotta listen to him.
Well,
That's a good idea.
I want to fight it.
I'm gonna.
You're not at the front of the line right now.
Look, we're not
Oh,
at
yeah.
full strength. We can
Yeah.
fight
You're,
it once
you're one of my
Sacred
good
Thing
friends
gets
because
here.
I believe in you so
Knowing
much,
full
and
well.
I cast guidance on you.
All right.
And now the rest of us, I believe in all of you. I believe that if we take this man all at once, that we can do it. And I'm going to use my final spell slot and give everybody bless. Everybody except for, well, you, because you're not here.
I mean, I ain't here yet.
Well, can I cast Divine Sense while this is going on?
No, not yet, because it's still.
And then I'm going to go up. And
Yeah, I'm like body blocking you. You have to push past me. I'm not gonna just let you walk by.
And I've already used my action. Can I, as a bonus action, since I'm a little bit stronger than him, or I mean, quite a bit stronger than him?
It would take an action to move him out of the way.
I'm moving my way up, and what I imagine is Abby's kind of just like he's put his hand on my head, and he's like, you know, kind of just in like the cutest way possible.
I'm like twice your size, but not as strong, so I'm like really sprawled to try to.
His feet are kind of like up against the stairs.
My crossbow's still right there.
What are you guys doing?
But so all of you guys have an additional D4 to add to any D20 roll for the next minute.
As this is happening, the kobold body that was being drained of life is tossed across the floor and skids right past you guys.
Yeah.
You guys hear footsteps coming towards the stairs. As this guy, or whatever it is, walks past. One of his eyes is red. He sits down and kind of just takes the arm of the kobold, bites it, and basically it looks like he's finishing off the kobold.
And he can see that, or
He can see that. You're busy trying to walk through him. And
Is this the same guy that I saw earlier?
no.
No, okay.
He's the guy you saw fly through the window.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the awesome guy, right?
No.
that sounds like a vampire.
This is a different guy.
Oh.
Was this the dwarf?
Nope.
Leathery black wings or what?
Dwarf
No,
with red
this
eye?
one has demon wings.
also.
And
Oh, so the dwarf with the red eye has demon wings?
no,
No,
the
Oh, this is different man.
different guy. Remember, there were 3 people who came out from the bottom and 1 person who came out from the top.
Sounds like a rogue dwarf.
And after he's done, he kind of like takes position and dashes out of the window. All right, and Seg, this is your first 6 seconds.
Oh man. Oh jeez. Oh, tough break, guy. Oh, I didn't know a spine could bend that way. Oh, yikes. 5, 6. Okay, it's my turn.
Mikis, you're up.
Dragging this guy. So now we're not in any immediate danger anymore.
As
right?
far as you know, you're not in any
Yeah.
immediate danger.
So at this point, what in the hell are we still doing here? We need to get the hell out of this place.
Well, no.
Well,
see,
we need
hang on.
to get these papers.
When he knocked on the door and he mentioned the manifest, they responded about a manifest.
Yeah.
That means there's a manifest here.
All right. So let's get to the fucking manifest. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Do we know of anyone on the 3rd floor?
You guys don't.
Yeah. So like.
All you guys, so from the people who saw, remember, he started off in the 3rd floor.
Perception check.
We're still running with initiative order.
So I'm gonna at this point just we're on the floor that no, we're not on the stairs anymore.
No, you guys are still on the
We're
stairs.
still on the stairs. Okay. Oh,
We're like
yeah,
right, so I like peeked over the top and then went back and like, so we're like right below.
But that
Like
guy-
our heads are, like my head as I stand is like in line with the floor.
And that guy that we just saw with the red eye was above us or below us? On the stairs?
Above.
He's above you.
Above you. Okay. Well, shit.
Yeah, but he just left out through the window.
All right. Well, guys, I'm going up there. I don't want to. I'm going. And at this point, I push past. I walk past.
Oh
him,
yeah, I've
push
already.
him. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I got this. You sit the fuck back.
All right. Go ahead and roll perception for the kobold that's on the ground.
14.
All right.
If you want, you can add your bonus.
Oh.
So 18.
So 20.
Plus, yeah, perception on there.
You see that he is in full plate armor with the demon face with the flames on the end or on surrounding him.
Okay.
With a shield around it on the front. He seems like he's very, very important.
Okay. Oh crap. Guys,
Yeah.
I think we got a situation ruined.
Oh well. I mean, there's an all-out war going on outside.
Well, do you want to check him? We don't have to worry about the war. The war doesn't matter to us right now.
That's right.
What about the rooms?
The rooms or the runes?
Rooms.
Let's go. I mean, we gotta search his rooms for these manifests.
Haven't you heard of it? The Room is a pretty odd movie.
Yeah. Captain Marvel and the little boy girl.
What is that?
It was a dream I had once.
Different room, I guess.
All right. I'm going to roll some more dice.
Oh no. I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the sound of that at all.
Dice sound nice.
All right.
I mean, dice sound nice
So,
on our end, not when the DM's rolling it.
Segrathun, from where he is sitting,
Twice.
notices that the darkness has fully dissipated. And they're standing in the area, because he can kind of see through the cracks, is a relatively pale dwarf. If he didn't have a paleness to his skin, he would be like a auburn, but it has a pale complexion to it.
Is it like a sickly pale or a just like
he
he hasn't seen the sun in a while?
Hasn't
pale?
seen the sun in a while pale.
Okay.
There's also a little, relatively, she's not little, but she's little girl who's kind of just walks up to him and he's kind of laughing. She's covered in blood.
Okay.
And then there's a guy with scales who, as he walks out, the necrotic aura and wings kind of dissipates from him. And they're all kind of just talking and laughing about what's going on, what's been going on in this area. You kind of hear them joking about how they've been...
What color are the scales?
Gold.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Oh, inside jokes.
I call metagaming. You guys are banned. You all owe me $20.
They are kind of just joking around with each other. And you kind of hear, "Ha! Been waiting to take out these goddamn kobolds." Other than that, in the war that is going on over there, you can kind of hear the death of the kobolds. Their morale has been broken since they turn around, and they have literally been decimated by 4 people.
How the fuck have they lasted this long? What?
Don't underestimate the littlest of our allies.
And
they just literally all got fucking killed in 30 seconds.
So where's this treasure at?
now,
What
Fee,
treasure are you talking
your turn
about?
is up.
Yeah, so I'm assuming I can peek over the stairs, or this is all visible to me now. Okay. Yeah, I like to just while I'm still kind of peeking in the background, I want to cast Divine Sense. Are these fiends at all?
Yes, one is in fact a fiend.
Okay. The guy with the wings.
The guy that was in there with the wings, yes.
Okay, that's cool. I turn. I don't know what to do.
I am in so far over my fucking head. I made up a story about a book, and then accidentally pointed my
should I
finger
say
in one
hi?
way and started to. No, don't do that. I guess we gotta try to find some sort of shipping manifest. We might be able to get out of this alive.
You think they can have a shipping manifest?
If we don't have one, then it kind of makes my whole story fall apart. So I really need one. Or we're gonna die.
That's a demon.
Don't talk to him.
Excuse me, Big Bird. You look pretty strong. Do you think you could take the armor off of that one dude?
My brain's just too scrambled at the
Got
moment. I'm just looking around, so trying to
He's like,
figure out my.
Good old bird braining.
That's where we're ending that turn.
I'm gonna go to the third floor.
All right, Tania goes up to the third floor.
Go to the third floor, and I'm gonna do perceptions in all the rooms. How many rooms are there?
There's only one room.
There's only one room.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna perceive things in this room.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
14.
Don't forget you have bless.
Yeah, 14. Well, hold on. I don't think I need it. Perception. I get a +1, so that's a 15. And if I throw this in there, that's 16.
So you kind of scan the room, and you notice on the desk. First off, this room is trashed. There's a kobold whose face is in the wall. There's a generally bigger kobold who's ripped in half. There's a kobold who seems like half of his body is like laying out of a window, and the papers are everywhere, but you kind of see like a leather backing on the table covered in papers.
Okay. I walk up to the leather and I open it. What do I find?
You use all of your movement going up the stairs.
Hey guys, I found something.
All right, Aberdeen.
I'm gonna start to go up, but I'm gonna see that kobold, and you described how important looking he was, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to search him to see if I can find anything hidden on his person. He looks like he'd probably be the one that would have a manifest if there was some like very valuable item that I made up that was here.
He doesn't have anything on his person.
Oh, he's just armor and a weapon. There's no like pouches.
He doesn't even have his weapon.
Okay, so he's no pouches, no bag, or anything.
No
Okay.
pouches. He was basically caught with his pants down.
Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs to meet up with her then, and then if I can I get up to the desk or no?
Because you have the 5 more movement than her. Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'd like to just do like an investigation, look through everything, see what I can find.
So you move the papers, and once you move the papers off of the leather backing, you see a giant lion's head on the leather that looks like a pouch with a latch open.
He just picks it up, and I mean, I don't know if it matters. It's a 21 investigation. No, 20. Picks it up. I knew this would be here, and starts flipping through it.
This is definitely a manifest. Not what you were expecting to find,
Okay.
but this is from what you know, this is very deep. In this information, this is not something you necessarily want to share with the rest of the group, but the Lionheart Corporation is the only competitor to the Brighthearts that is equal to their production power, and this was them giving the okay for the kobold or the fire devils to begin working with the Brighthearts to basically give them a bad name. In the secondary pouch of it, you see another paper with which is basically a licensed agreement between the Fire Devils and the Brighthearts for the shipment of weaponry and magical tools in order to help them in the war in District 5.
From the
From the Brighthearts.
From the Brighthearts.
Mm-hmm. On it says there's going to be a shipment in about 3 days with about 4 crates of magical weaponry that you will be able to use to take out the Emerald Syndicate.
I go to put it in my bag, stop, shove it down my pants, and then start running downstairs.
Right.
We gotta get out of here.
Wait. What did you find?
I found what I needed. We gotta go now.
Now?
Yes, fucking now. Where? What?
Okay, fine.
Is there something else you wanted to do here?
What do you want to make a fucking cake first?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
I mean, well, I guess this. Would this be the safest place to hide? Probably not. They're gonna come loot for everything it's got.
Well,
They're
I
gonna
mean,
take
why don't we
everything.
just take the portal or something?
Because we still have to take this back and get the necklace,
There's
and then we
war
take the
going on
portal
outside.
That's why we have to leave and go hide. It's a really cozy dumpster that I think we could all fit into.
Why would I go to a dumpster when there's this nice place right here? All we gotta do is kick the bodies out. It's fine.
Because as soon as the guys whose name I forgot, the Golden Needles, are done with the kobolds, they're going to come down here and they're going to loot the entire fucking place.
What's
they're
a
going to raise
golden needle?
the goblins, man.
Yeah. Okay.
They're clearly going to kill them all, and then they're going to come here, steal all their shit, take all their gold. We need to not be here when that happens.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, all right. And fucking
All right.
getting out. Tell them
You
walk
guys-
by. We're leaving. I got it. We gotta
Is
go.
everyone on that
Gotta
same-
go. The thing I lied about is real. Let's go.
Grimsby would like to go up. He would like to go up to the deceased kobold and put his hand on the armor and kind of just like feel the armor for the integrity of it. Kind of take in like all is the armor well crafted?
Roll a perception check.
Natural 19 plus
You put your hand onto the
24.
where the plate armor is, where his shielding is, and you rub it, and you can feel the Brightheart logo behind the shield.
Hi.
Well, is everything okay?
No, his family was selling arms to the kobolds. We gotta go.
Yeah, Grim kind of just goes quiet and sheepishly follows behind Abby.
We'll talk. Fuck. I guess we all leave, right?
All right.
Oh no, let's go. Let's go.
So we get at the
All right,
back.
so is everyone on the same boat for leaving the building? Yes. All right. So,
Why would we be trapped in the back door? Who put that there?
Seg, before your turn, before you finish counting to 12,
Go.
Oh my god.
you see exactly what was upstairs dash out the window and fall to the ground, hitting the ground. He stands with his wings out. They kind of retract,
9,
and his red eye
10,
closes. Basically stops going red and just goes normal.
11.
And all of them begin to dash down the road to start fighting whoever's down the road. And now it's your turn.
Guy on the building top yells, Sasuke!
12? Oh. Hey, that was a good-looking lizard. He obviously knows what he's doing. Anyway, So I get up, right? I make sure that they got away, right? I don't want to walk into them, and I go. I start walking towards the building, but I'm taking a look around. Are any of the kobolds or broken crates or anything noticeably around, because I got wandering eyes,
All the kobolds are on the ground. Whether or not they're in full pieces or half pieces is irrelevant. There's some burned ones. It's just not looking pretty for the kobolds right now.
Okay.
There's not very many discernible pieces, and a lot of the weaponry that they had is destroyed through whatever fight they were having.
Now, okay. I start walking to the building.
Mm-hmm.
Very, like I'm in no real rush. Like, whew, that was a big play for me. I gotta conserve my energy.
All right. So, you guys proceed to do what you guys are doing. Do you guys proceed to keep going, or do you guys want to stop and look around in the rooms?
So from the back of the building, is there any sort of clear way that I think we can get away? Or
you guys can go the same way you guys came through. You guys just don't know what's outside yet. You guys can also start going through the front door because the flames in the front door have dissipated.
Can we? Oh, the back door still. There's a table in front of it. Is there a window? Is there a window in the door? Is there a window in the door, or is it solid?
The door is open.
Oh.
And there was a grease trap there before it caught fire.
Oh no, the back door.
The back door is relatively closed, and it's a open. You would have to pull it. So you'd have to move the table and then pull the door.
I guess. Should we just go out the back, or
What's the
front seems a little? Because that's where they'll. I guess can we peek out the front? Is there anyone coming?
No, as when you peek out the front, you see the 4 people that were currently fighting, including the guy that was upstairs, running down the street. But they're about 25, 30 feet down, preparing to join the fight in the other area.
I just say let's go and start moving in the opposite direction and get out of their line of sight if they turn around as fast as possible.
Grimsby grabs Aberdeen before he heads out and lets everybody else pass through the door. And then waits a couple of seconds while everybody's running away till they get a good distance away. Abby, what did you mean when you said that my parents sold weapons to who?
I just learned this right now. In the book, there's a receipt from the kobolds buying arms from Brightheart. I don't know if it's real, if it's fake. I don't have time at the moment. We gotta get somewhere safe, and we'll go through all of it.
No, I need to know right now, Abby. Are you telling me the truth?
I don't know the whole truth, but I'm telling you all of it that I know.
Because I can't believe that my father would. My father's a good man. He wouldn't sell.
The receipt in the book says Brightheart. It could be forged. I don't know. It's a note from Lionheart saying that they need to switch over to buying their stuff, their wares and whatnot.
Show me the notes.
We have to go. And
I want to see the notes. Abby, I do not want to have to fight you, but I want to see this note.
I'm leaving.
Grimsby trips Abby.
It's 25 athletics. Or acrobatics, sorry.
Ooh. Chicken legs.
Just like the Knicks.
You know I'm looking out for you. I swear to God, we have to go. Literally 2 minutes from now, we can be going over this.
Well, I don't understand. Why can't you just show me right now?
Takes the book out, throws it at Grimm's chest, and continues following the rest of the group.
Grimsby's still standing behind, standing right at the door. Looks at the book.
The insignia you see on the front is not Brightheart. It's the Lionheart. You've heard of this group before.
He just takes a second to look at it, and as his hand goes to reach for the latch, it's shaking a lot, and he takes a second or two, and then he manages to be able to unlatch it, and he opens it up.
The first couple of pages are a note from the Lionheart Corporation, basically saying that they need to switch over to the Brighthearts in order to get their weaponry, because the Brighthearts are the better company in terms of quality. You open up the back where the receipt is from the Brighthearts, and it is in fact a receipt from your father that has about 4 crates worth of magical weapons and tools for the Fire Devils to use, so that way they can defeat the Emerald Syndicate.
Now for this next decision, I'm gonna roll a d20.
All right. Roll it.
High or low?
And before we find out what his decision is, I think it's time we take a little break. All right, we'll be back. Stay tuned.
Five, four.
All
three,
right, let's
two,
go.
1.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's just give Stuart a moment to fix up his situation.
God damn it.
It's coming along, guys. It's coming along.
God dang it, Stuart.
Right?
I tell you, that boy ain't right.
Damn it, Stuart.
All right.
Come on.
So, the last time we left off before the intermission, Grim has found some very unfortunate information.
Some grim news. I'll be here every Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock. Yeah.
And he was going to make a decision. So we're off to Grim to see what decision he decided to make.
Yes.
Are you gonna eat the paper? Is that the decision?
Abby.
As you get up to me. Shake my hand. We're in this together, man. Let's go.
All right. You guys begin to run towards the dumpster that you guys initially were by.
So wait, do they have like a bromance going on?
I was trying to run
what?
away.
Saying some things.
And you get to you guys get to the dumpster initially that you were talking about hiding in. Do you guys decide to stop and jump into the dumpster, or do you guys proceed to go to the next?
Grimsby jumps right in.
Is the path ahead clear?
Well, from what in front of you guys, there is war going on, but you
No,
guys
we're going the other direction.
the other direction.
Away from the war.
That's open.
I reach in and just pick him up out of the dumpster. I'm like, I think we got a chance. What do you think? Get out of here?
I think that as long as the path is clear, we should start making it back to the Hobgoblin base.
Good call. That's why she's in charge. Let's go.
The war is happening near the Hobgoblin base, but
we
it looks
take the
like
back
it's
streets?
moving. It looks like it's moving down the street towards past that.
First, we need to get out here and then
parade.
hide out for a little bit, and then we'll loop our way back. How long has it been now? Like 20 minutes? Since we got our 90-minute notice? It's been like 20 minutes?
It's been in total probably been about 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Okay. Do I know of anywhere nearby, like a tavern or anything like that, where we can pop in? sit down
Not
and-
too close. A lot of the places are probably about a mile or two away from here.
Okay, that's too far.
This used to be the place where the shipments would be driven out before it was taken over by the gangs.
What about any kind of like forested area or like
There's no forests here.
Would it be a bad thing to go and check out one of the warehouses that's empty right now?
Probably. Let's say we go a few blocks, hide, plan.
But there might be some unspoken treasures.
There might also be death.
Oh.
Let's just go deliver this thing and get the other thing and do the thing.
So I'll lead everyone at like a little ways away, duck away, and
So,
as long as the coast is clear.
Essentially, your guys' point of interest is here.
Yeah. So going.
And the war is kind of moving. The fight is currently moving this way. Away from it. You guys are over here, and it's kind of moving like that because there's a lot more fighting going on over in that area.
So if we can skirt on the outside and just kind of nonchalantly scroll until we find somewhere that we can kind of privately duck and have a conversation and look at the manifest, that's kind of what I'm looking for.
By the time, if you guys snuck, hey, we're going at sneak speed, you guys would probably get to the hobgoblin base after the fighting had proceeded that way.
So we'll sneak around the outside because we have plenty of time.
Yeah.
If we book it, we'll get there in a couple of minutes. So I'd like to have a wide berth so that no stragglers or anything are going to come near us.
Right.
And then I'll try to stop everyone so that we can talk about it.
Right.
Well, so first off, I lied about the manifest. Made it up off the top of my head to try to cover for us. But, Grim. Could you pull out the manifest?
Grim is grasping onto the manifest with both hands and just showing it up like this.
Wait, why did you give it to him?
Long story short, it's very much tied with his family.
Oh.
Can I take that, spend a few minutes to copy down all of the relevant information so that we can hand it over?
It would be nice to have something to give to the people that gave us the mission. What was his name?
Was the receipt bound in there?
Yes.
Okay.
It was actually no. The receipt was in the back,
Tucked in.
tucked in with the other paperworks.
Okay, so there's like the manifest, and then there's like the receipt and a letter tucked in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take a look, please?
I will do the copying.
Okay.
Hand me another book and I'll copy it lickety splits.
Producible. I carried a notebook. I'm
And,
sure
as
to give you my notebook.
with expert forgery, I would copy this pretty much verbatim.
Yeah.
Like down to the same uncrossed T's and
Yeah.
undotted I's.
I was gonna say with your -1 to intelligence, can you
Beautiful.
even write?
I have advantage on duplicating other creatures' handwritings and
This-
Nice.
craftwork.
It's not that hard. It looks more like it looks very standard, so it's very easy for him to copy what the manifest says.
So
I just intentionally leave out the last two bits.
So the last two pieces that are loose are the note from Lionheart saying to switch over to Brightheart to learn their name, and the receipt from Brightheart. What is bound in the book?
It's talking about, it's basically the things that were ordered in the shipment from Brightheart.
And so does this seem like this belonged to the Fire Devils, or is this something
Yes,
that they
as a matter of
stole?
fact, the manifest seemed like it was specifically sent to them. Although reading, so for Grim, because he's so emotionally attached to what's going on, he wouldn't really notice this, but it doesn't. Go ahead and roll a perception or investigation.
He
Investigation?
got a 20-something on it. Didn't
Well,
he?
no, that was looking for things.
Oh.
That would be 11. I mean, it's a natural 1, but it's a skill check. Adds up to 11.
So unfortunately, you have an inkling that there is something off about the second part of it, especially the receipt, but you can't quite tell why you have that feeling.
Okay, but he's copied it all, every page
Yes.
to the T. Okay, so I will ask him for the book.
Does Grim actually copy the receipt, or does he only copy the
Grim
manifest?
intentionally leaves out the last two bits that mention my family name.
Okay.
So I'll ask for. Can I
And
get that?
I hand the copy over to.
Did you pull out the other two receipts?
I left them in the original.
Okay, I pull them out. Oh, you hand the copy over?
I hand the copy over to you.
The copy doesn't have the emblem on the front. We gotta keep the copy for ourselves.
Is the emblem like a?
It's leather, right?
So the emblem on the
Is it
manifest.
like metal?
Yes.
Okay. I actually have something for that. Let me.
Wait, no. Wait. If the papers on the back are loose, I can just take them give them to him for the copy and turn in the original, right? And
Yes.
we wouldn't have lost anything.
No, you guys wouldn't have lost anything. You guys would still have the receipt and the receipt of the Brightheart stuff, the note stating about the Brighthearts.
I don't know where my phone is right now.
So I will hand that. I will. So I'll hand the two loose papers.
I take the receipt. The
Over-
loose paper
Grim,
notes.
or Eddie, go and roll investigation with disadvantage, mostly because of your emotional state, but
Eddie?
because Grim.
It's going to be a 4 investigation. That's going to be a 3.
You don't really notice anything.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll take the notebook, the original. Give him the loose papers, but keep it fully intact. Otherwise, the one with the line in the front. Tuck it away in my bag, and I guess we'll go back to the hobgoblins.
Crossbow in hand.
Let's go.
I'm confused, but walking. I'm walking here, just confused though.
All right. So as you guys begin to get to the kobold or the hobgoblin or the golden needles,
Golden needle, yeah, sorry.
the golden needles hideout, you guys hear a booming voice go across the road as the fighting ensues in the middle. It sounds very, very commanding. You guys have heard the voice before. He goes, "Enough! All of you need to go back to your warehouses at this moment."
Charles?
The amount of disrespect that you guys are showing to the Iron Hand, you will feel the wrath. And in that moment, you see everyone stop. That you hear murmuring around the area as the last couple of hits are thrown before everyone stops and disperses as if nothing has ever happened. And all of the bodies that have been created are left in the street, and everyone proceeds to return back to their areas. As you guys begin to go into the Golden Needles hideout.
Yeah, I guess I'll walk in the front and try to walk as nonchalantly as possible and find Ogthar or Gerald, or before we walk in, I'll be like, my name's Alvin while we're in here. Just... Yeah.
While Aberdeen is doing that, Grimsby walks up to the bar and asks for milk, and he sits at the farthest corner of the bar alone, and just sits there holding his book and kind of just staring at the glass of milk.
Is Marden's door guarded?
No. As a matter of fact, it's shut. It's closed but not guarded.
Okay, I'll just knock on the door.
Come in.
I walk in. Quite nasty business, but worked out for us. Right?
Wasn't as quiet as I thought you guys were gonna be.
As far as I saw, we started to get there. They all ran off this way, and we just snuck in the back. But I said, "Does he have a desk or just a chair?"
He's at his desk.
Okay, so I set the manifest on his desk.
He opens it, goes through the listing. This is a lot of magical items.
Yeah, I looked valuable as far as I could tell. Takes it.
Do you have an address that I can use?
Prefer not to stay in the same place much.
All right, here's what I'll do. I'll get the 4,000 gold to you in increments, so that way there's no weirdness going along. Because we don't want people chasing the money I'm giving you.
How much have you got in platinum today?
Platinum?
It's easier to carry.
I only have gold. All right. Now, if you're willing to wait, I can do the transaction with the Emerald Syndicate to get the platinum. It'll take a couple days.
What have you got?
I can give you 1,000 gold now and get you the 3,000 later.
Can you give me 2 now?
I can do 2.
All right, we'll call it even then.
Sure. I did. Look, like I said, I'm a criminal and a businessman. I would rather pay you full.
I would rather get full payment, but don't like to stay in one place long. How about when should I pick it up?
He looks down. He looks back at his stack of gold that's back there. Would you take another magical item?
What have you got?
He goes through his bag. He starts going through his drawer, and he has a bag here. He's like, here, look, I only have this ring. It's not worth 2,000 gold, but it has been very lucky to me.
Yeah, I like to have an open and shut deal. So take the 2 in the ring and call it even.
Sounds good.
Cool. Take the ring, pocket it, shake his hand. We might have been seen, so I think I'm gonna slip away. He does not. I don't put on the necklace. I also put the necklace in my pocket. This did seem like part of a matching set, isn't it?
Yeah, you was sold to the guy.
See if I can find out. I wouldn't ask you for any info on that. That would obviously be unprofessional, but see if you'll be willing to sell it or something.
You know what? All I can tell, since I didn't get you the full, I can get you some information. He's a freak.
All right. What kind of freak?
He's the kind of freak you wouldn't not normally see. You know the dwarves, right? You know the little short little fucks, that annoying fucks, right? The ones that we're probably gonna end up taking over their building.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like them, but he has pointy ears.
I think I saw that as I was walking in. Is he like a dwarf, elf, goblin?
You know,
What is
he looked like a dwarf. He had the beard of a dwarf, but he had the soft hands like an elf. Weird fuck. Had a lot of gold.
So he is something like that. Do you know anything about him? Why did he?
We don't ask questions. Especially when someone's talking about that much gold.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, well, I'll keep an eye out for him, see if I can either sell this one to him or buy his off him, see what match and set will do for me.
Sounds good.
Man, if you got any mages of any sort in your employ?
Not very many.
All right, well, once I feel like I'm a little more safe, just in case there's any more kobolds that survived or something, I'll swing back by. Appreciate working with you, and I think might like to do it again in the future.
Sounds good to me. Never steered me wrong to work with someone who is honest about their business.
Tips his wool hat.
All right.
Have a good one.
Good luck, and hopefully we'll be in the warehouse down the road, bigger. Give us a better name.
Well, you could probably what you could do is you could put the goblins in this one, and then you folk could take the bigger one.
You're smart. If I ever need a new lieutenant, I might call you.
Keep me in mind. All right, see you around.
All right, have a good one.
Heads out and goes back to everybody else. What are you guys doing?
Grimsby's at the bar alone, farthest seat on the left, just by himself, just staring at his glass of milk, grasping onto his copy of the book.
Gonna lean in to Grim. I got payment. I got the necklace. think we need to get out of here.
Whatever you say, Abby, I'll do.
We're gonna figure this out, man.
I trust you.
Thank you. Y'all ready to go? All right.
𝐷𝚑𝚘𝚘 has finally caught up with you guys.
Damn it.
I come through the door. Let's go.
Well, if you would have listened to me, maybe you would have made it on time.
How the hell he's alive? Shit.
He keeps doing this. I don't know how.
I spoke to you telepathically. You didn't answer. You were asleep.
Yeah, I was asleep. And then
Who
you kinda-
sleeps in the middle of battle?
Hey, you always have time to recuperate, okay? Like, especially after you did what I did.
Man, haven't you heard the stories about 𝐷𝚑𝚘𝚘 the Craven? Like, never.
Hey,
Who's heard about this schmuck? Huh?
hey, you saw what I did to all those kobolds?
So what I did to you, but all the kobolds did back to you, huh?
5 kobolds.
There was like 10.
Yeah, the
Thank
giant wispy assholes did way more than you did.
Doesn't matter. I still like took out 10 of them.
You were almost
you also-
dead.
I went like, "Whatcha?"
I had
they all
to fix
went-
you back up.
I wasn't almost dead. I was fine. It was just a body scratch, you know. It was
body-
just a flesh wound.
you
Hey,
was
ain't no big
sutured.
deal.
You were bleeding on the floor after being stabbed.
Hey, you know,
By a little itty bitty tiny kobold. One.
Did he burn the body of the one that I shot and then take credit for it? Is that what happened?
You know, I'm sure that at least, yeah.
wait, what?
Yeah, you.
No,
gel was on
no. I thought you was cooler than that.
I'm blasting shots all day long.
Yeah,
the end of the day,
the broadside of a barn.
because everything's on fire in this barn.
You're welcome.
It's hard to know whether or not that was your magic or if it was my magic.
Hey, anyways, so
the kobolds had the torches.
anyways,
They came out. They torched their own door.
Hey,
And then I had to save you.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Hey.
No. Don't aim me right
think,
now.
I think that's the wrong bird.
Hey.
𝐷𝚑𝚘𝚘 walks through the door. Shut up!
Yeah, that's a good call. Let's go
Ugg.
outside. We're gonna go.
None.
We're gonna
No,
go
I found
sleep,
what you.
man.
I found what you's always looking for. You fucking lazy cums. Hey, 𝐷𝚑𝚘. I found this. I found the. I think this is the manifest from the Lionheart. Something about like few shipments of magical tools and weapons, something like that. You was looking for this?
What?
Yeah. Go talk to the boss.
I walk by. Jeez, you can't even find a fucking parchment. Jeez.
We already have the book. You-
While
How
he's
did you
in
get that
there,
information?
I am baffled.
Wait, how did you know that?
we gave him the book already.
What book?
The book of
This
the
is what we
manuscript.
was looking for.
No.
And I show you a completely different receipt.
So what the hells did we give him?
What?
Exactly.
wait, what have you got?
I'm walking.
It's a receipt
from
from
the
the
Lionheart.
Lionheart Ward.
Segrethin waits.
What?
Come.
He told
here.
me to go speak to the boss. You want the boss waiting? Come on. This guy already like
Well,
almost killed us 5 times.
And
Yeah,
I
let him go.
I put my hand on him. I put my hand on
You
him,
can't. You mean like on my ankle?
like on your chest.
You can't
Hey.
hit my chest. You're like 2 feet tall. I'm like almost
I'm
6 feet.
3 feet. Fine, your stomach.
Hey, yo, hey.
Hey, really
I
quickly.
don't know you like that.
I need you to understand. We already gave him a receipt.
Then what is this?
Just
Can I see what
keep
it
it
Look
for
at it closer.
now. Just keep it for now. Everybody needs a
Grimsby would
copy.
Like to, grapple Segrethin.
Yeah, the transaction's already been done.
Everybody.
We found the one with the lion on the front.
Do I get to roll?
Roll strength against strength.
Dang. But wait, how much strength do you have? He has a +3. Oh, okay, so it's not.
It's a 5.
I'm still a 10.
So you go to grapple him, and he
Escapes.
What the- Get off me.
keeps walking towards the door.
It's good.
I'm gonna try to pluck it out of his hand.
Roll sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand?
How are you in front of me?
We're all in a group.
He's walking out.
guys
No,
over there.
he's walking from the door.
We came from the bar. towards the door. You came in through the door.
You gotta go through all of us.
Sleight of hand.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. 23.
Roll.
Damn.
3.
So as you're walking, he snatches out your hand.
Hey. Oh, come on. You got to snatch it.
Doesn't know anything about snatches.
It's another copy of the same thing.
Is it? Or do you have to roll or something? Or?
Well, it says the same thing. That
I mean,
described
do you
earlier.
believe him?
Is it the same thing?
Perceive it.
Is that what your
Inspect it.
character reads?
Oh, give it here. Let me see.
What?
It's the same thing, innit?
Yeah. It's a receipt saying Lionheart sent the shipment.
Yeah, that's already what we turned in.
Oh.
So you're good. They must have had 2 copies of it.
Okay.
Where did you find that one?
In the fucking building?
So now
In one of the rooms?
Grimsby looks at this, and Grimsby, having made a copy of it, no exactly.
There's a big part of it that's wrong. And Grim would be especially be the one who would catch on to it.
E.
Yeah, we already turned this in.
They must have just had 2 receipts. I mean,
Who makes 2 receipts?
I've been in the
Maybe
military. They keep track of
the
everything.
bookkeeping,
twice.
they was just trying to kind of keep a file of it and keep the original hidden away or something. But I think it's time for us to go and have a nap.
And then Grimsby takes this receipt, puts it in the back with the other receipts, and continues on.
All right.
Can we get this portal, guys? Come on. You got places to be.
Hey, just a copy.
You are
Give them their
now
copies.
hearing yelling through the sending stone about the portal.
Walk outside. See anyone?
Nope.
Close the door now.
Portal opens
Now.
up.
Let's go.
All right. He's like, and you see the old guy looking through some of the books next to you.
I'll never quite get used to that.
Okay.
As I walk
It ain't that
through, I'm gonna take a few steps back, draw an arrow, draw my bow, and point it directly at Segrethin's face. What the fuck are you doing?
What? The fuck did I do?
Trying to get us fucking killed.
No, what? You all said manifest. I was walking to meet up with you guys. You know, I saw some people running in the commotion. No one told me. No one was like, "Hey, Seg, come with us."
Why don't you?
I thought you was all.
I
still in the
said,
building.
hey, Seg, come with us.
We all tried to fucking stop you when you first got there. You're trying to go in, cause all kinds of problems.
What?
Why
What?
are you trying to fucking sabotage us?
Sabotage what?
Everything.
No. The fuck?
Look at
Look,
Grim.
look.
Now listen, Segi. I may not be the smartest bird in the coop,
Ain't that the truth?
but nobody's stupider than you currently.
What?
You go right up to the door and knock.
You also nap during battles. I don't like it.
And?
Mate,
He's
as
a
soon as you got
he's a
there, all of
brainiac
us tried to
type.
stop
He does
you.
stuff like that. You know,
Look.
brains.
Tried to
Look.
fucking talk to
Look.
you.
How
Look,
did you
Nick-
get on his side? I don't know what the.
Because he understands me.
Oh my God.
You know, because he's obviously, you know,
District 2.
the smart bird of the group.
They're just that kind of way.
I'm pretty sure he's a
Now
soldier. He
look.
follows orders.
I don't know what is your problem, but last I checked, we're all alive. I killed more enemies than you did. All right? I scorched the whole fucking entrance of that place. You wasn't even there because you ran off. I don't even know what the hell you was doing.
Now you see.
Hey,
no,
hey,
no,
hey,
no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
talking
no,
to you, good brain.
no.
Hey,
Listen.
Hey,
And he puts a deep hand on his shoulder and crushes it.
all of you, shut the fuck up!
Could have told you that.
He's still just looking straight at Segrethin's eyes, crushing it.
Where is my amulets?
I mean, it's not a grapple. I'm just like squeezing your shoulder
So is
super
it-
hard with my +3 strength.
We only got one. Some weird half dwarf elf man got the other one, and he tosses the amulet
Only-
and draws the bow back.
Only one?
Hey, can you put that bow down? What are you gonna do? Shoot me?
Perhaps
Why? The fuck I
because
do
you're
to you?
actively trying to get us killed the
I'm not
entire
actively
time.
trying to get you guys
Knocking
killed.
on the door, You're trying to disrupt things with Modern.
You're the one trying to send all of us out when we're inebriated. Fucking, yeah, look at me. I talked myself into a fucking corner, and now, hey, my whole group's gone. When the guy gave us plenty of time to rest, and you was like, no, we gotta go now. I'm sorry that I was trying to keep everyone else busy by having 8 fucking drinks.
I talked us out of a fucking fight.
We would have showed up right in the middle of all that bullshit. At least we got there before it all started.
It started because of us.
How could you not admit that it all started when you knocked on the door? For a person who claims to be so smart, how could he be so stupid?
Half the payment!
You know,
What do you think that's worth?
Half the payment!
You try drinking that much and tell me.
I did drink that much. I was right there. I stayed behind.
I don't need the reward.
I didn't walk up.
Guys. Guys screaming about half the payment right now.
Lowers the bow, puts the arrow in the quiver.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I don't need the payment. I'll just give it to you. Some dwarf elf, dark robes, had just taken the other one, stepped through a portal when we got there. There was one left in the building. That's it.
No gold. I'll let you guys look through the books.
Sounds good.
You guys have an hour.
Even me.
All right.
Don't make me change my mind.
Did I
Incantations.
Where's my other artifact?
You said I can look through the books.
You can look through the books, yes. Good luck finding them. I'm going into my office. And the guy is looking at this one amulet and looks very defeated as he walks into his office.
You can let go now, bird brain. You know.
Grimsby kind of shoves him away.
Jeez.
Do not do anything stupid like that again.
Oh, fucking.
You almost got everybody killed. Think before you act.
Look who's talking.
I'm the one who got us into the door. I'm the one who got us all into the back of the building.
You okay? You coming from the guy who didn't even know what a fucking swear word was.
And he's still with one hand. He's like even more even more viciously than he was grabbing you. He's holding onto this book.
What, you read some disturbing poetry or something? It just got you in a mood? Whatever. I go to the
while they're quabbling, I went for that.
Okay.
Grimsby turns away and just sits on his own.
I go to look through the books.
All right.
Do I roll or?
Go ahead and roll.
Wow. All right. Yeah. 8.
All right, for investigation?
Wouldn't that be perception?
No, it'd be investigation because you're looking through
Are the books alphabetical, or is that something we have to roll for?
Do we
you
decimal
have to-
system?
They're not. He doesn't really have a system for it.
He doesn't have a system at all.
In that case, 14.
He knows exactly which books he's looking for and where he puts them.
Oh,
Proficiency plus 5.
How much was it?
14 total.
14.
All right, so you're looking through. You find a couple of books with minor cantrips, but other than that, there's nothing too substantial in the area that you're looking in.
While he's rifling through the books, I come up beside him and smack him in the chest with the book that I went and got. You're welcome.
What?
It's the book that you saw when you first walked in.
Oh, this thing. Why'd you grab it?
Because he can reach it.
Thanks, man. Trying to make you a wizard, I guess.
I grab like a chipped piece of wood and I toss it at him. You get a fucking splinter.
You begin, and then after that, once you start looking through the book, your eyes begin to widen.
Yeah, let's fucking. All right, fine. Let's see what this fucking book is all about. And I go off to a corner because I don't want to be around this. these awfully rude people.
Mugs.
After I did so much, like these people aren't grateful. Fucking, I did half that fucking work.
And
Anyway.
as you're reading through it, you begin to notice that there's an entire school of magic that you've never heard of from the school you went to.
What?
You close the book to look at the cover again. It's kind of covered in dust as you wipe it off. It says Agathar's Tome of Death.
Say it again.
Agathar's Tome of Death.
Was Agathar the same guy?
Different guy.
Oh, okay. They're just sorry. The hobgoblin.
That was Ogthar.
Oh, Ogthar. Agathar. Similar.
Yes.
Book. Oh. Can I do an Arcana check?
Mm-hmm.
Just like so, my hand kind of just glows faintly, just as it goes through the, just.
Mm-hmm. You can use. Do you have the spell Detect Magic?
Yes, I do.
That's something you'd want to use.
Okay, so I use Detect Magic then.
I do.
This tome is filled with necromantic energy.
Ooh. All right.
As you begin to read through it, it's kind of talking about how the soul works, and the process of bringing things back from the dead, and how to control several people or several animated bodies in order to do your will, and the levels of power that they can have depending on how strong you are.
Wait. I can do that.
As you get sucked into the book,
Literally.
no, not like as
It ain't one of
your
those fairy
attention
tales.
gets sucked into the book and you begin to read more and more, you get to the first spell on there, and it would be under the name Chill Touch.
Oh, okay. Oh.
And yeah,
Interesting.
and from there, you look around. No one's looking. Do you want to keep the tome or do you want to put it back?
The fuck do you think? I keep it, yeah.
All right, so you shove it into your bag as you're walking away. Everyone else is searching for things. You go and roll your investigation.
Oh, and then can I, on my way out, can I grab one of those spells that had the cantrip? Just one of the scrolls, you said?
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
And then you can just take a cantrip from the cantrip list.
10?
You find like a minor rune of fire.
Okay.
You find how it looks in one of the books. But other than that, you don't really find anything else. And then, are you looking for anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm looking for like a book on like advanced combat techniques. Things
Go ahead and
of
roll.
the sort. 17.
All right. You definitely find it. You find a book based on battle tactics.
Okay.
And it shows you different fighting maneuvers within that. If you read it, the more you read the book, the more adept you will be getting at certain maneuvers.
Okay.
And if you aren't a battle master, once you level up, you will get access to one maneuver in particular afterwards.
I will.
And if you are a battle master, it'll give you the opportunity to get one more dice due to your knowledge of the maneuvers. But you would have to take about a week's worth of time studying the book.
Hell yeah, dude.
Grimsby would like to find the picture book.
All right, Grimsby has no problem finding a book with a lot of pictures. Go ahead and give me a percentile roll.
11.
All right, so you pick up a book, and it does have pictures in it, but it seems like this book is really old. It looks like it was kind of hidden. I don't know why it called to your attention, but one of the pictures shows a view of a continent that you've never seen, and a picture of a pentagram with names that you haven't seen in a long time in terms of gods. Some you may not have heard before, and some of the names are kind of etched out.
Are there any names that I recognize?
The only one is 𝐸𝚒 that you remember, and what you remember about him is he's the god of lies and deceit.
𝐸𝚒,
Why?
𝐸𝚒? God of lies?
Lies and deceit. Yes.
No, lice.
Yeah,
Like
exactly,
head lice. Yeah.
All right. Are you looking for anything?
Itchy
Are
guy.
there any like holy texts this person has of like other religions?
Roll investigation.
That's
5. So you don't find anything about religion, but you definitely find something about summoning demons.
I just rifle through it. Not too interested.
All right.
Just put it back.
Do you look for anything?
Oh yeah. So one of my other character traits too is that I'm always picking stuff up, fiddling with them, breaking them. So I accidentally break a thing off the handrail as I'm walking up the stairs and put it in my bag because I don't want the guy to yell at me.
Okay.
And then I would like to essentially I'm looking on stuff to just increase my power level. I don't know. I'm looking around. Well, because I've got to do a thing for my patron, and I wanna do less. Get more power.
So you would have to go ahead and roll a d20.
3.
You don't find anything.
Sounds about right.
All right. As you guys are rifling through this, some of you guys have books, some of you guys may not. The older man comes in. All right, your time's up.
How much for another hour?
Look, you really like that book?
Absolutely.
I'll sell it to you.
How much?
5 gold pieces.
How much for this picture book?
Not for sale. He runs over, picks up the book, closes it.
Man. All right.
Uh,
Anyone else have a book?
Grimsby would like to try, or as it's getting taken away, try to memorize as much as he can.
He can memorize the picture of the pentagram and where 𝐸𝚒 specifically is, but other than that, he can't really.
Okay.
He looks around,
What's
winks at
Grimsby distressed about
Segrithun.
this? Is Grimsby distressed about this?
Yes. Any other books he
No,
winks
he
at
just
you.
likes the pictures. Yeah.
Is there another book that'll teach me how to infuse this fire tome book into what I can do?
Your hour's up. You guys need to go.
How much for another hour?
No. He closes the book. Go.
All right. Give him 6 gold.
Jeez. Okay.
I wonder why he took my picture book away. It had lots of pretty pictures. I didn't really understand them, but they were really pretty.
Was on the pictures.
I could show you. And he pulls out a little piece of parchment and quickly just draws out a pentagram with the name 𝐸𝚒 exactly where it's supposed to be. Pretty much like exact copy of what the thing looked like in the book. Because expert forgery, baby. And just for fun, let's it's gonna be a natural 16 plus forgery. What would a forgery be under?
Portrait would.
Wouldn't it be dexterity?
So then it would just be a natural 16.
This is kind of how it looks. There's 5 names around. 𝐚𝐽𝐻 is specifically in this corner here. Your character, go ahead and roll a history. Roll a history check.
13.
Your character would be able to know the map outlook. It looks like the continent that you guys live on. Generally in the middle, specifically the middle part of it, looks like the area in which you guys live on before the black sand. The only reason why you know this is because being a part of the government or the army, they show you a map of the entire world because sometimes you guys may be sent out to handle certain missions that adventurers are not.
Yeah, those trainings were those were something.
Aberdeen hands everyone 333 gold pieces. There's 2 to spare if anyone needs it.
No, I don't need it.
A what?
333 gold pieces go to everybody.
Tip for the cookies as well, so 335 for you.
Well, thank you.
You get 335. Everybody else gets 333.
Shall we bed down?
Oh yeah,
𝐚𝐽𝐻 starts walking away.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, you already had your feeling.
Yo, where you going?
Yeah. Away from you guys.
Why?
Cause
What, you gonna be some shill over there in the corner?
no.
Why don't you come eat?
Yeah, let him go.
You giving off some weird vibes. Okay. I'm gonna go this way. And,
Yeah, just let him go.
It's not worth it.
This
Look at this
tavern.
guy. What are you just gonna...
hey, you're
You guys can go back to the tavern that.
I'm smart.
So we started?
Yeah, they
Nothing
started.
you say means anything.
Come on, Seg.
Anyway,
Come on, no. Don't be like that.
I kind of like storm off a little bit, and I go to the place where I saw the Bimbis 4000.
Mm-hmm.
If I can remember the store.
You can remember this.
Is it open?
It's close. Remember,
But
all this
before-
fighting
I
happened
follow
at
him.
like 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, before you leave, actually, I'll go up to you one more time, just look at you, give you a slug on the shoulder, and give you guidance.
And then Aberdeen says, we'll be at the glorious lumberjack, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Hurry back.
Ungrateful bastards.
So I go and I look at him and I ask him,
Is there any chance that there's a time that we can go and visit your family's shop?
Yeah. Oh, you wanna visit Brightheart Incorporated and Brightheart Technologies? Yeah, of course we can go anytime.
Okay. Yeah, I think that would be really great because I've had a little instruction, but I don't think I've been shown by an absolute pro quite yet in how to fix things.
You want to see my father?
Sure.
Oh, I thought you just wanted to go to any shop. There's pretty much a shop around every corner. We're pretty huge. If you we make everything. We make shields. We make armor. We make weapons. We make daggers. We make crossbows.
But you said magical weapons, so I was kind of...
We of course.
Okay.
Of course we make magical weapons. I know how to make magical weapons.
Oh. I didn't know you knew how to make magical weapons.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at Abby's bow.
Spins an arrow. No, floats an arrow and spins it magically.
Yeah, I improve that myself. I can do it every morning. Would you like me to improve some of your weapons every once in a while?
I tinker it with myself. I just wanted to know a little bit more about it.
Well, I can show you a thing or two if you like. But yeah, if you wanted to see my father, we can we can see if he's available.
I mean, whoever does the weapons, it doesn't have to be your father.
All right. Well, let's just go to the nearest shop and I'm excited to see one of the shops again.
Sounds good.
Lad, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, roughly. Maybe not the best time.
I'm welcome in any Brightheart shop
Yep,
anytime I want.
you are right. I will follow. Go ahead.
And Grimsby, very, very now, he looks animated again. After hearing, the name Brightheart and, doing a spiel. He then walks pretty much like a robot straight exactly to where one of the shops is and just walks right, doesn't even knock, just walks right in.
So the door's locked, but you have a key to it.
Yep.
So you unlock it and you walk in.
Hello, is anybody home?
No one answers.
Thaumaturgy. Hello, is anybody home?
Still no answer.
Oh, well, I guess nobody's home.
All right. Well, I mean, we can get some rest, and then maybe we could try again in the morning. Well, I mean, in a couple hours.
Yeah, of course. He starts going through his memory banks. Yeah, I think this is one of the ones. Is this one? DM, is this one of the ones that have like a little bedding area up top? Or excellent. He just leads you guys right upstairs, and there's only one bed.
I mean, we did tell the other guy that we was going to be at the other, the Glorious Lumberjack anyway.
Well, I mean, do we have to be? Doesn't somebody have a?
Yeah, good point. Pulls out a bedroll.
Well, that's not very. Here, you guys can stay here. Go ahead and get your rest. I'll go find him and let him know where we're at.
I can just send him a message telepathically.
I can do that too, so.
It's totally fine. And Grim just heads out into the night and goes and looks for Segrethin.
All right.
Dibs on the bed. Hops on.
All right. So Seg, what's up?
So I'm in front of the shop. I assume it's like a little. There's like a little wooden porch, like a step, and then there's the door, and then like a little awning or whatever.
Right.
So I'm leaned up against the wall, like my butt, and then my knees are up, and I have the book right there, and then I have like a little mage hand holding a candle, just so I can read everything, and I'm like into this book.
The book is, like I said earlier, essentially explains how necromantic magic works in terms of reanimating people and what you can do, how there could be, in some of the pages it says it may be possible to bring a soul back into the body that is there, while having a tether specifically to the caster of the spell, although it has not been really found. More testing was needed. Unfortunately, there's no more pages filled after that.
Okay. And you said there was only one spell in it?
One spell currently.
That I can read?
That you can read. All the other ones are illegible and or not finished.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, I'm doing that, and then, I'm studying that scroll just so that I can put the cantrip in my book.
There's one unfinished spell that you see in there that really catches your eye, and it's called the Hand of Control. The thing that he's drawn in there is a skeletal hand with a fleshly body connected to it, and he talks about a sacrifice required in order to do this. Although he was too cowardly to make the sacrifice. Hopefully someone can finish the spell. Unfortunately, he couldn't find anyone brave enough to do so.
What?
Essentially, the explanation of this spell is it gives you even better control over the undead. It amplifies the extent of your control, and that is the last one in the book that begins to talk about having people there, or having animated bodies with souls still there. But he hadn't gotten there because he did not finish the requirements.
Okay. So yeah, I read all that over the whole course of that, so that's where I'm at. Or that's what you will see. You'll see like a flicker of light in front of one of the shops.
All right, and Grim does...
Grim eventually, after much skipping around the town, sees Segrethin on the floor, with the flickering lights. And then he just takes a little just a little piece of metal and casts light on it. Well, I mean, if you're going to be reading a book outside like that, I think a more consistent source of light is needed. And he just tosses the piece of metal over to him.
It's on the floor. He just like looks at you like he's clearly upset, you know, like what the fuck, like from what happened before. He just goes back to reading his book.
Well, I just wanted to let you know that we are all at one of my parents' shops. It's the one, if you go left that way, take 2 rights and then go straight. It's the Brightheart one that's two stories high. You can join us if you'd like.
As he's reading the book. That manifest you was holding probably had something to do with your parents' company, right? I mean, why else would you you know, get your fucking beak in a hornet's nest? Just...
You might be right, but I don't know for sure. All I do know is what my parents taught me, and it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, well, let me be the first to tell you, out of experience with my own self, just because they're your parents doesn't mean they're obligated to tell you the whole truth to anything, right? And sometimes if you go around prying around looking for knowledge, you know, sometimes they won't like that. Not saying that your parents would do that, but, you know,
yeah.
Take my warning. They ain't always who you think they are.
Yeah, it just confuses me a little bit is all. If I do apologize for the way that we spoke earlier. It's I've never felt that sort of way. I've never been so confused in my life. My parents, like I said, taught me everything, and even how to talk. And I mean, I don't know any other way. The only other person that I've met along my path has been Abby, and he's been great to me, and I'm not sure what trust really means. I understand the word, but if I'm being honest, I don't actually know what it means.
Let me tell you, don't trust everyone you meet out there. A lot of bad people,
but a lot of good people too. I mean, I think you're a good person. I think you're kind of short-tempered sometimes and go in not with complete thoughts, but I mean, I guess as we saw today, that I'm capable of that too. I guess that means everybody's capable of that. I guess it's all just stuff still to learn.
I guess so. And he keeps reading back at the book. Don't get, you know, shit, words. Don't be afraid to figure out who you are, Bird Brain.
Do you think
Don't be copying everybody.
Do you think you can help me with that?
If you don't fucking try to rip my shoulder off.
Yeah, copying is really the only way I know how to do that. I am sorry about that. I really don't know my own strength sometimes. Is it okay if I sit with you while you read that?
He looks down at the picture of like a Kenku's heart getting ripped out of his chest. I kind of want some me time right now. No offense.
All right.
You know, just
Oh yeah, I'm like I said, it's to the right, to the left, 2 rights, and then go straight. It's the one with the 2 stories. You can't miss it.
yeah,
And,
the one with the hole in the wall, right? Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, and that piece of metal, it'll make bright light for you for a good long while, and then Grim skips away.
All right.
Back
And then
to the shop.
with that, he kind of licks out the candle, and the mage hand puts the candle down and goes and grabs the ball, and now it's like standing like that, you know, on his shoulder.
And now we go back to the room while these 2 are talking. Do you guys say anything? Any conversations being had?
He's
passed
out
out
to like the
sleeping.
light.
But
Reading.
She's like up on like the pillows of the bed, and I'm like at the foot of the bed like a dog.
Just book open, reading, just floating like a gold piece over my hand, trying to like flip it. And then, what are you doing?
I'm sleeping.
So as soon as he gets back, you got any magic juice left in you for the day, Ben?
I could do a couple of things. I would just have to take a little bit of time to be able to do them.
Can you tell me what that does? I hand him a magic ring.
All right.
And Grimsby ritual casts identify.
All right. It is a ring of protection. Gives
Ladies.
+1 to armor.
So you're saying it's not Jimmy?
What do you think? You want this?
Only
or-
+1 to protection for that one?
You know,
you want this, or you think Big Bird should have it?
I actually think 𝐶𝐵𝐺𝐻𝑚 should have this one.
Yeah, but like, Big Bird is the one. I appreciate like the gesture if it was a ring of spell storing or things that my character doesn't know about. Like maybe someone who uses like a weapon and is in the fight more. You think?
Well, you're much smarter than me, Abby. And he hands it over to you.
Now you making me look like an asshole now because now I feel like I should have to pick him, but
No, it's up to
it
you. You're the
seems
smartest one here.
that makes me feel like an asshole. Oh, fuck,
I think
man.
you really are the smartest one here, too.
I think he's got 20 intelligence.
And in the room. From the room. There's +3.
I agree it would be a nice
Actually, no.
gesture, but
I wake up at the foot of bed. Just give it to the fucking bird.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. I kind of nudge your foot. Put this on, you'll wake up stronger in the morning. I slip it on his finger like a wedding proposal.
Okay.
I take out one of my 48 cookies, take a small bite, about a quarter of it, and put it back. And go to sleep.
Grimsby crawls up onto the bed next to Tina and just, kind of cuddles himself up into a ball next to her and falls asleep.
All right. Do you end up finding a place to sleep, or do you stay there the whole night?
You said it was around 4 a.m., so the store is going to open soon-ish. So I'm reading this book until that store opens.
Okay.
Like,
And exhaustion.
I haven't really, I've been doing a good job conserving my energy, so I ain't too tired,
Okay.
Yeah, 12-second nap, really.
For real. 6 of them a day.
So,
Was that a short rest earlier that he got?
you guys...
12 seconds, baby.
Hey, man.
Homebrew.
Homebrew.
All right, so you
You
guys
can get a D1
are
on
gonna
the
have a little bit of downtime for the next, until the next session. Other than that, do you guys want to do anything now before we get to the next session for the people, or
Well, yeah, we still have a bunch of time.
you guys have a bunch of
I
time?
wanted to have that.
Yeah, I'm gonna as soon as morning hits, I would just take Tina down to the shop and go right into where the forge is, and immediately start bullying, but not bullying the worker that's there into teaching us a few more things about forgery, and not forgery, but
Smithing.
I'm not so smart.
Forging.
Yeah, forging.
So-
God, thank you.
Not forgery.
So the worker that's here today is a very much younger
forgeologist,
man. Looks like he just recently got the job.
What's his name?
His name is Ted.
This is dead.
A young human boy. He's probably about 15, 16. This looks like it's his first job.
What's your name?
Hi, my name is
Here,
Ted.
you gotta go faster than that, my friends. If you're gonna be one of the Brightheart family.
Why is your face so red?
There's a Brightheart here. I did not believe there was going to be a Brightheart.
Oh yeah, I was just sleeping upstairs. Did you not hear me all night?
I don't live here.
Oh, you don't live here. That's so weird.
No, I live down the road where most of the other workers will live.
Did nobody tell you that there's a place upstairs
They did.
for you guys to
You
sit?
know they did not. This is my second day working here.
Well, now you know. So, all right. But enough of the pleasantries. Let's. So this is my friend Tiny here. She's amazing. I love her so very much.
Hi.
And we would like to learn as much from you because you are one of those, what do you call it? One of those professionals. And I just want to show. I just grab a bunch of ingots and just start using artisan's blessing to craft a small blade. I just want to teach her something like that. And then I also imbue it with a +1.
I barely learned how to work the cash register.
What do you mean?
Wait, then where's the forger person?
He's off today.
He's off today. What?
Yeah. There's rules in this area.
I didn't hear about any of these rules. Where can we find the Brightheart Forge?
This is the Brightheart Forge.
A good Brightheart Forge. You Ted, I'm very disappointed in you.
Simply put, there is laws governing how people work here.
Well, okay, so
Thank God for the Iron Hand, or people would be working all day.
What?
Yeah.
okay, so I mean, there's probably another store, like, what, 5 blocks away from here?
Yeah, if you guys want to go down to the Lionheart, they're down the road.
We don't want to go to the Lionhearts. The Lionhearts are terrible. All of their weapons have dents in them, and they just break on one swing.
I don't know. A lot of people have been going there since about last week. Apparently, they figured out how to make better weaponry.
Do you want to?
You're
Grimsby casts Searing Smite onto his base.
And with that,
Now you want to try that again?
Look, I'm only telling you what I know. Your father had came here last week, and what I understood was that the Lionhearts and the Brighthearts had been in cahoots, and they began to create better weaponry.
Did you
Tosses his mace at the wall.
did you get that information
Directly from Mr. Brightheart
last week
last week.
when this is your second day?
I had to come here somehow, right? You know, this is an interview process.
How do you know he's not working for the Lionhearts?
I'm starting to think that he might be working for the
Are you
Lionhearts.
working for the
Are you working
Lionhearts?
for the Lionhearts?
I slam my fist onto the counter, stand at the full 7 feet tall over this person. Are you working for the Lionhearts?
My pants definitely have been shattered, yes.
Yes.
We all hear this from upstairs,
You do
and
not mess with him.
all of us just come running down.
Are you working for the Lionhearts?
Shit, you! Was that one right at you?
That was beautiful.
I promise you. Here's my my resume, and here's my application.
I shoot it and pin it to the wall behind him.
My application.
Listen, Ted, we don't want to bully you too much.
Wait,
okay?
hold up.
It's signed
He's a dude.
specifically by
He's fine. He's
Mr.
just
Brightheart.
he's a guy.
Just rip up the application. Get out!
I will call your
Get out
father.
right now!
We'll call your father.
I can call him myself.
Do it.
Taina, can you call my father for me, please?
As a matter of fact, I'm going to call the Iron Hand. You guys do not have the right to just kick me out like this. I have rights, you know.
Wait, Iron Hand is the police?
What?
Abby's just like, well, I mean, he said he was going to call you dad. He must be
Abby, call my dad for me.
We here
Okay.
at the security force would like to congratulate you on the security training you have just completed.
We are the
Young man, you've done a great job today.
What are you talking about?
we're the team.
We're the security team.
Yeah, we're from headquarters.
No, we're not.
We are the
I'm a
security.
Brightheart. I don't know who this person is.
Your father tasked you to make sure all your shops are secure.
Yeah, no, it's like
I don't know what
it's
you're
like that
talking
play,
about.
like undercover
I'm
boss.
going
Like
to get
we
my,
get hired.
I grab a messaging stone and I contact HQ.
Good afternoon. Is anyone on the other side of the stone?
Yes.
Hi, good evening. My name is Tania. I'm currently calling for from one of the Brightheart family's sons.
Yes, this is Unta.
Okay, cool. So,
All right, here, give me the stone. Dad, there is some weirdo in this shop.
Who is this?
We're the
How can you not
security
recognize
team.
your own son's voice?
Did he? call the customer service
Grim!
line?
Grim!
Yes, of course.
Hello, son. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty terribly, if I'm being honest with you right now.
Terribly?
There's some weirdo in this shop.
What's his name?
What was your name again?
Ted.
His name is Ted.
Oh, yes, Ted. I hired him last week.
I ripped up his contract and fired him immediately.
Wait. Grim. You don't have that jurisdiction.
He was talking blasphemy about you, saying that you and the Lionhearts were in cahoots and working together. I don't know what he's talking about.
He's not gonna like this.
Son, I need you to put back his paperwork. I need you to leave the store.
I'm not here.
And I need you to understand that this is my business.
I don't like the sounds of this at all.
And you need to stay out of it.
Try a different stone.
No, yeah, I'm gonna try a different stone. He hangs up the stone, grabs a different stone. Hello?
Grim,
All right, there we go. I can hear you a little bit better on this one, Dad.
stay out of my business. You
I don't
chose
like
to
this
be.
one either.
No. Before you pick that one up,
The stone you picked up from
I want to grab the next stone out of his
wait a
hand.
second. Before you pick that one up, it rings.
Oh, hello.
Grim!
What's up, Dad?
I swear if you hang this up one more time, I will come there myself and punish you.
Well, I mean, I would hope that you would
Are
come
you
in here
listening?
and punish Ted.
Are you listening?
Oh, I mean, of course I'm listening. I'm a Kenku. That's how I
You do
I
not
listen.
have the jurisdiction to fire my workers. Do you understand what happens in District 1 when you do something like that without the consent of the owner?
I don't like his stupid face.
It does not matter whether or not you like his stupid face, Grim.
Mate,
try to
you
grab
don't
this out of
fuck
his
with the
hand and hang up?
unions, bro.
I mean,
I like to
could
grab it
just-
quickly and say a quick message and then hang up.
agonizing blast
Kinda-
it.
No,
Sorry,
that's it. No.
Excuse me, Mr. Brightheart, sir. Would it be possible for you to come and visit the shop regardless? I'm kind of a fan.
I'm currently busy.
Oh, man.
Hey,
Okay, I guess. You're not fired, Ted.
He was grabbing it.
But you best count yourself lucky. Better hope I don't come around this block and see your ugly mug again.
I'm going to be here for like 5 days a week,
I don't like that at all.
learning how to work the forge with your father.
Terrible.
As a matter of fact, I was hoping that one day I could be a good blacksmith like your father. It's the reason why I worked here.
Impossible. Nobody could be like my father.
Okay, so I think it's really time to go check out the other shop to see why their weapons are getting so much better, huh?
Yeah, let's get out of here. I
Yeah,
hate
let's
this
get out of
person.
here.
Grim
And Grim
needs
just
someone.
walks out of the air.
All right, and we go to Sag.
watch out, Ted.
He's there when the door is open, okay?
A wizard opens the doors. He's in a blue suit.
He closes the book.
He's
at
in
the
a
side
blue
of
suit.
that.
Not a blue suit, a blue robe. And he also has blue skin, no hair. And he opens the door slowly. Oh, hello. Were you waiting for the shop?
Huh? Oh yeah. I was just trying to get here first because the early bird gets the worm, right?
Quite. What are you looking for, young man?
I would frankly, here to browse, see if there's anything that piques my interest. I just got some gold. Willing to, upgrade.
Okay. Definitely come on in. The store is open. Just give me a moment to prepare in the back.
All right.
You
Thank
can
you very much.
definitely take a look around. In this shop, there's a lot of ingredients. There's a couple of brooms. Those are very expensive.
Jeez. Who'd ride a broom? Subtly looks over to it.
What kind of smart hot guy would ride a broom?
It's what fancy pants is. I'm
Seat warmers?
Expelliarmus.
Leviosa. Anyway.
As of
we just got demonetized.
the Vidalcan, the Vidalcan man comes back out, stands at the where the register area is, and says, "Do take your time. What are you looking for?"
Just kind of looking to see if I can, refill on reagents, maybe maybe a focus, because I'm kind of getting to that level of expertise where those would come in handy. As you climb the ranks.
So are you looking for a staff?
Yeah. What do
A
you got?
wand?
Oh no! See, I'm not really a wand type of guy. A staff much better. It's more impressive.
He's compensating for something.
Okay. Come on over here. He walks you around the corner, and then there's several staffs that you see. Some have relatively huge, like, snowflakes at the top. One seems to be an orb with a flame inside of it that's kind of floating off of the top.
Ooh.
There's one that seems to be made out of ivory that's wrapped around, and there's 3 orbs that are wrapped in that one as well that are pure white. What are you looking for? We have several options.
Well, some of these obviously very expensive. You got anything around lower half of a grand for gold?
Lower half of a grand? I'll see what I have in back. He goes in the back. He pulls, and it takes him about 3 minutes to look around. He pulls out just a regular wooden staff. It's a full stick. It seems carved, and it's flat at the top, and then comes into a stick that's a little bit more curved, or more carved is what I'm looking for. And it has holes within the flat part, while it also has some stuff hanging from that part as well. Looks like a couple of feathers. This one is running about 800-900 gold.
Oh, I said lower half.
This is the lowest one we have.
Oh shit. Okay. So maybe hold back on the staff for now. How about just your regular old focus, like maybe one of those like giant marbles, or maybe.
Oh, yes. We have one of those. It usually runs around 200 gold.
Okay. Get me one of those.
Do you have a specific color in mind? We have red. Usually is good with.
Do colors matter?
Oh, yes. A lot of them have a better connection to a type of magic, depending on the color. Do you have a specific color in mind?
I lean in really quick. Now, suppose. I mean, you know how it is at the school, right? Like, they got your abjuration, your conjuring, you got your illusions, all of that, right? What about for something that isn't really taught at school? If you
What are you speaking about?
like let's say a guy he ain't doing too hot, so he kind of kicks the bucket, and then kind of the next day he didn't kick the bucket. If you get my drift.
Are you talking about necromancy?
That's what that word was. Yeah, necromancy.
That one usually runs a lot more.
How much more we talking?
How invested are you in this magic? And how close-lipped do I need to be?
I'm the only one in the store, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna kill me or anything, right?
I'm just a lowly mage. I have no qualms with anyone who uses any form of magic.
Can I do an insight check on that?
Mm-hmm.
He casts Disintegrate on you. At 9th level.
Cast power word to kill.
And then disintegrates the corpse.
18.
You, from the vibe you get from him, and due to him being a relatively normal Vidalcan, he is very straight to the point. If he was going to kill you over it, he would have killed you for saying anything.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, like, I didn't hear anything about this in school, so like maybe a little shut mouth, but I managed to acquire, let's say a tome of certain knowledge.
The door closes. Show me this book.
Oh. I just met you. I go and I'm like, and I just kind of hold the book out a little.
I see.
Now's now don't get me wrong. I ain't like some evil guy. I just
That is what everyone says when they go down this road. None of my business.
yeah.
Whether you're trying to bring back a loved one or more nefarious reasons, I do not care. I'm simply a businessman.
I mean, I wouldn't really call it nefarious, but just like.
Hey, yo, doc.
Think of it as a way to make my life easier.
It's enough. It's enough. I do not
Yeah.
need reasoning.
Anyway, yeah. So what color? What color are we talking here?
We're gonna get you a black orb. I would recommend not pulling this out, because if you do, I'm pretty sure other mages will know. You're better off with the staff.
How expensive are we talking for that orb?
The orb is not that expensive,
Okay.
but it will get you caught. I promise you this. The staff, on the other hand, while more expensive, will hide it better. And I will cut you a deal on a specific staff.
Oh, okay.
I will do 750 gold.
Oh, 700. Oh. Okay.
He pulls down the one with the ivory, not ivory, the ebony colored staff with three white orbs attached to it, and he hands it to you. 750 gold. Whoa. And you take it off my hands.
So I might need to go, to the bank, get a few more gold pieces. 'Cause, right now I don't have quite that much.
How much do you have?
Just over 400.
I'll cut you a deal.
Oh.
You give me the 400 gold, and then you bring me back another 400 once you get it. Trust me, I will know when you have it, and I will be calling.
Use Yeah, sure.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, fine by me. And I give him 4 sacks of gold, and I'm like, all right, so I still got 8 gold pieces left. What can I get for that? I did say reagents.
Look around the store. The front of the store is all kinds of components that you may need.
Monkey.
Either way, I'm going to reopen my store now. And he walks away, opens the store, and now you can go ahead and look through the things you need. The store is relatively well stocked. It is because of District 1, it has to have all of the stuff. All right, and now we go back to you guys.
and then I just spent 8.
And this is for.
Did we all just walk into the? Did we all just walk into the Lionheart's store? Is everyone on cool with that?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah?
confused, but yeah.
This is day 1 of our. You said we had some downtime.
Yeah.
Yeah. If this is right after what happened, I'll
Yeah.
still be with them.
So you guys go to the Lionhearts.
Can't believe that they're forcing me to go over to the Lionhearts.
You can't make that much noise. You can't tell them that you're a Brightheart when you walk in, okay?
But I mean, look at them. Look at their sigil. It's so hideous. Look,
The sigil itself, to everyone else, looks almost exactly like the Brightheart one, just with a lion's head in the middle of it instead of
Exactly.
a heart.
look, it
Like
looks
the flame is
disgusting.
the exact same. Like everything about it is the same except for the thing in the middle.
Hey,
Scum.
Grimsby, who founded the Lionheart company and all that?
Oh, some loser that Eddie doesn't remember, but
Eddie doesn't know.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, but like, do you know at all anything about the Lionhearts?
I just know that there's some pretender company that suddenly popped up and caused all this mess for me and my family.
Yeah, but like, so you ever go to like the store and you see like Frosted Flakes, right? And then you see right next to it like cornflakes with frosting, and it's like 1 copper piece less, a little chewy, but basically the same thing.
No, it's not the same at all. One is garbage and the other one is good.
Yeah,
I do agree with
I think
this one,
yeah.
It's
no,
the
I
street
think,
dog versus our regular dog. Street dog's better.
So much better.
Albert.
Yeah.
think about it. Like Brightheart is fresh. How do you like your milk? Cold, warm?
Of course.
So it's
Who likes
fresh?
warm milk?
I don't know, man. Cows.
I don't mind it.
Yeah, see. More than just cows. Brightheart is like fresh, cold milk. But Lionheart is like been out long enough that it's room temperature, but it's kind of the same shit, you know what I mean?
I said hot milk, not warm milk.
It might have like 1 or 2 chunks in it, but it's not fully chunky yet.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
just
think
enough to expire.
I don't know if he understands like analogies and that kind of thing.
I think you would
But
get milk though.
yeah, basically Lionheart was created as like a sham ripoff of Brightheart, and I think that whoever started this has some sort of connection. And let's go see it.
As you guys are walking over
Grimsby
to
doesn't understand
Lionheart,
a
you
single
guys
word you guys
begin
said.
to realize that there's actually more people in the Lionheart store than there was in the Brighthearts.
Wow.
As a matter of fact, the Lionheart store seems to be relatively packed.
Look at all these people stealing my family's business.
Okay, but you gotta promise you're not gonna say that you are a Brightheart.
I won't promise anything.
No, because
I will grant you the big blueberry muffin that you saw in the store at Sprinkles if you just don't say a word about your last name.
Can I have ice cold milk along with it?
Yes.
Fine, but I'm not going to be saying a single word this entire time that we're in here.
I am okay with that. High five.
Yeah, good call.
No.
Yep.
I'll high five you.
All right.
So we walk into the Lionheart store.
And Grimsby is arms crossed, pouting the whole way through, not even looking at anything. He's, like anytime he even looks at like a weapon, he's just like.
And it's the first time in the entire campaign that Mick uses smile.
All right. You guys are going in here, and you guys are seeing a lot of, very high-end weapons. Very high-end. Better than the weapons that you guys saw in the Brightheart store down the way.
They have a fucking flamethrower?
By that you mean yaks over there, right?
The price tags on if you want to check prices.
The great axe?
They are.
Is there a price
It's
check?
so great.
The prices on these are about the same as the Brightheart ones, but it seems like the quality in this shop is significantly higher than the quality that you saw in his shop.
Okay.
It's like what's like the going rate on a short sword? What's the going rate on like a short sword?
The book. It's gonna go based off of the book price.
Oh, okay.
So all of my weapons are Brightheart, as we established. Can I do some kind of check to see if I can tell what's different? Is it like the smithing? Do the same enchanted? Is it a different kind of metal?
It's the same exact thing, and the insignia is exactly in the same place as where yours is.
Okay, so like pull out
The
like my
only-
Bowie knife, and it's
Your knife,
exactly the same.
your knife is the same quality, just used as the ones in here.
Okay.
But the insignia is the exact same spot. As I said, the flames are the exact same. The only thing that's different is instead of a heart, it's a lion's face or a lion head.
Who's working there?
There's a young lady who's working there.
Same guy as this.
God damn it, Ted.
My
No.
name's Fred.
Okay, so we walk up to the. I walk up to the girl.
Hi, how you doing?
Why, hello there.
Hi. So, I'm kind of new to the area here. I was told that this is the new poppin' spot to come and check out for some weapons. And, quite frankly, I'm kind of curious to see how business got started here. What you got for me?
Oh, well, they started a while ago. Maybe 3 months ago.
3 months ago, huh? Okay. And then is there like some special forge person?
No, we generally get our stuff from shipments.
From shipments, huh? Okay, interesting. All right. Well, how many magical items you guys got here?
None.
No magical items? So just hard weapons, huh? They seem pretty hardcore. Are they military grade?
They're better than the Brighthearts.
Wow.
Sorry,
So
I was paid to say that.
There's no.
Grimsby is shooting her the nastiest look.
I cover his face with a wing.
So
Browsing.
there's no one working a forge or anything. It's just a storefront.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What does she look like?
She's a young lady. Blonde hair, blue eyes.
No. What was your name?
Pointed
Sorry.
ears. My name's Agatha.
Not canon.
Well, I think I'll take this dagger, please.
All right.
It's how much is the dagger?
This is book price.
Grimsby is angrily looking at Abby.
He turns around and winks at you.
Thank you for buying with Lionheart. Put the
Yeah.
Brighthearts to shame and bring victory to your name.
Oh yeah, maybe drop it down a little bit with that, and he's just a very popular. Just pay her the 2 gold pieces, exact change, and take my dagger and try to get Grim out of there.
You just bought from his competitor.
You come along.
Grim follows you. The second they
Come on. It's fucking weird.
they get outside of the building, Grim punches the wall.
Just hear a thought outside.
No, come here. It's important.
Grim, move your things.
6. Is it a 6?
That's 6, the line.
Yeah, 6.
9.
All right, you hit the wall. Your hand kind of hurts.
Come here.
Why,
Just
Abby?
just fucking relax.
Why would you buy?
Look here. I pull out both daggers. The emblem is in exactly the same place. The cut of the handle exactly the same. The blade is honed back exactly as far. Look, line them up over each other. The curve of the knife exactly the same.
He takes them both. He balances them on his fingers. Balance is exactly the same. Would I know if it's
Everything feels the exact same to you.
So I take them.
is there any difference that
None.
I can like?
None.
Does it look like it's made by the same person?
Mm-hmm.
And I would know who this person is.
You would be suspicious, but you wouldn't be quite sure. Mostly due to emotional state.
Choo choo.
Well, that seems a little odd. Man, one would think that someone would be stealing some Brightheart merchandise every once in a while, huh?
That's exactly what it looks like. Can I have that back?
What do you guys think?
Looks
And
like
he-
the cast from a sim mold.
He takes the Lionheart dagger and sticks it into the side of the building. Puts the Brightheart one back. Told you it's worth it. Well, that's fucking creepy. You
I
want to get
think-
lunch?
I think we should go back and call the dad again. That seems a little weird.
No, he's like definitely involved, and he's doing some sort of schemey shit to.
Oh, I would love that, but I don't think that would be a good move right now.
You let me know, Grimsby.
Thank you, Mikus. But yeah, lunch sounds fantastic right now.
Yeah.
Sends message to him. Lunchtime?
Huh?
Lunchtime.
Oh, where?
Where are we going?
Oh, there's a good spot over in the corner. They make these like wraps with like a thin bread thing.
You got a name?
Happy Rappy.
Meet us at Happy Rappy, okay?
Happy what?
Happy Rappy.
I'm sorry. Are you? What?
2 blocks down from the bakery, 1 right, and you'll be at Happy Rappy, okay?
Tell him when he gets there to get the salami Happy Rappy.
You gotta get the salami Happy Rappy.
I head that way.
All right. And with that, we're going to end the session. Salami, happy, rappy.
Happy Rappy is now canon.
Happy Rappy.
100%. All right. So today there was a lot. And
Oh, bro,
It's
goddamn,
gonna
that was a lot for me to play as Grimsby. Holy shit, that was.
Fuck.
That's an emotional journey for you.
It was. Are
Are we gonna pick up right there? Or are we gonna?
we're going to pick up in about a week.
Okay. I'll just message you some stuff.
So all of you guys, I'm going to need you guys to message me what you guys do with your characters in your downtime. You can craft. You can do all these kinds of fun stuff. Just make sure keep in touch. But today I'm going to let Eddie sign us off.
I was gonna say, are we level 3 or?
You guys will be level 3.
Hey, level 3.
Level 3.
Jacobs.
3. Alrighty, my friends. But once again, as always, thank you for joining us. Whether or not you were here with us for the entire time, a bit of the time, or anywhere in between. We love you guys. Thank you so very much for joining us. And remember, be kind to one another, because you never know who you're going to meet along the way. See you guys later.